Ìbàràpá lápapọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Akin ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ tilé tó kó ẹ̀mí àbọ̀ ẹ bá ń kọ́mọ Adéyẹmọ Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho orúkọ ńlá tí ń jámọ́ láyà bí àrá orúkọ tó ń dẹ́rù bo lórúkọ gan-an ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ má sùn o torí pé bùrà a kò lè fojú kégbodò láyé títa ríro lẹ̀dá ń kọlà wúrà tó máa dán alànà kọjá dandan o ọ̀wọ́n irin ní má bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ̀nà ẹ̀dá kan ò lè ṣì wá lọ́nà mọ́ ẹjẹ́ àfìmọ̀ṣọ̀ kan ká lè débi re ẹjẹ́ àjọ gbárùkù ti Sunday Ìgbòho ṣá ọmọ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ nílùú Alágbàdo Òde ọmọ atapẹ̀tẹ̀ wọnú omi ọmọ gègèlè wodò sànyà ìsànyà ò rẹ́ràn bàbá yín láàrin ìdí omi kò sì náà ń kán sí yín lẹ́nu ọmọ òkúta mẹ́ta òkè Ìgbòho ìkan ṣe yín ní dábọ̀dàbọ̀ ìkan ní mọ́ rọra ìkan tó kù nígbà tí wọ́n ò mọ̀ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ kí ló dé Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ sí ọmọ òpópó sanran ìgbàgede Ìgbòho sùn wọn láláìsí bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n ní kó ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó máa kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ ẹ̀sìn òní bímọ méjì ní Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ bẹ́sìn bá bímọ méjì ní Ìgbòho àfikàn pọpọ sí amúkan yòókù bọ sànyà àtúmúyà rẹ̀ tí ò lọ́rọ̀ gbọ́ àfiṣẹrù wálé wàrà mòjé ọmọ onílé ọlà àwọn àjòjì tó ń ṣe ségesège tọ́láwọn ò ní bomi kó sí mu wọ́n láwọn ò ní bomi sànyà wẹ́sẹ̀ ìgbà tójú kò fi rí ńkọ́ gbogbo wọn náà sáré bomi kó sí mu wọ́n sì bomi sànyà wẹ́sẹ̀ ọmọ abẹ́rẹ́ mẹ́ta òde ayé ọ̀kan ṣẹ́ ọ̀kan tẹ̀ ọ̀kan tó kù ní gbogbo ayé ti ránṣọ kiri gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá Sunday Ìgbòho onírèlẹ̀ láéláé torí àbá lásán nìkan ń dá òkúta ò ṣe gbé fún wọn o ìmọ̀ràn lásán ni ti balùwẹ̀ kò pọ́sibú kó dòdò láyé ń bí ó kún díẹ̀ kí tọ́ domi láéláyé ìtọ́ mi lè domi Sunday Ìgbòho arógun má ti dí tó ń jà fẹ́tọ̀ Yorùbá ní tilé tó kó ọmọ Ìbàràpá lápapọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Akin ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ tilé tó kó ẹ̀mí àbọ̀ ẹ bá ń kọ́mọ Adéyẹmọ Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho orúkọ ńlá tí ń jámọ́ láyà bí àrá orúkọ tó ń dẹ́rù bo lórúkọ gan-an ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ má sùn o torí pé bùrà a kò lè fojú kégbodò láyé títa ríro lẹ̀dá ń kọlà wúrà tó máa dán alànà kọjá dandan o ọ̀wọ́n irin ní má bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ̀nà ẹ̀dá kan ò lè ṣì wá lọ́nà mọ́ ẹjẹ́ àfìmọ̀ṣọ̀ kan ká lè débi re ẹjẹ́ àjọ gbárùkù ti Sunday Ìgbòho ṣá ọmọ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ nílùú Alágbàdo Òde ọmọ atapẹ̀tẹ̀ wọnú omi ọmọ gègèlè wodò sànyà ìsànyà ò rẹ́ràn bàbá yín láàrin ìdí omi kò sì náà ń kán sí yín lẹ́nu ọmọ òkúta mẹ́ta òkè Ìgbòho ìkan ṣe yín ní dábọ̀dàbọ̀ ìkan ní mọ́ rọra ìkan tó kù nígbà tí wọ́n ò mọ̀ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ kí ló dé Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ sí ọmọ òpópó sanran ìgbàgede Ìgbòho sùn wọn láláìsí bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n ní kó ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó máa kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ ẹ̀sìn òní bímọ méjì ní Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ bẹ́sìn bá bímọ méjì ní Ìgbòho àfikàn pọpọ sí amúkan yòókù bọ sànyà àtúmúyà rẹ̀ tí ò lọ́rọ̀ gbọ́ àfiṣẹrù wálé wàrà mòjé ọmọ onílé ọlà àwọn àjòjì tó ń ṣe ségesège tọ́láwọn ò ní bomi kó sí mu wọ́n láwọn ò ní bomi sànyà wẹ́sẹ̀ ìgbà tójú kò fi rí ńkọ́ gbogbo wọn náà sáré bomi kó sí mu wọ́n sì bomi sànyà wẹ́sẹ̀ ọmọ abẹ́rẹ́ mẹ́ta òde ayé ọ̀kan ṣẹ́ ọ̀kan tẹ̀ ọ̀kan tó kù ní gbogbo ayé ti ránṣọ kiri gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá Sunday Ìgbòho onírèlẹ̀ láéláé torí àbá lásán nìkan ń dá òkúta ò ṣe gbé fún wọn o ìmọ̀ràn lásán ni ti balùwẹ̀ kò pọ́sibú kó dòdò láyé ń bí ó kún díẹ̀ kí tọ́ domi láéláyé ìtọ́ mi lè domi Sunday Ìgbòho arógun má ti dí tó ń jà fẹ́tọ̀ Yorùbá ní tilé tó kó.
A very good morning. Moki Bubua again play Amoa Lonkiwa one more time before we tell me to override it. Let's go back and play.
Again. No going back. IGBOHO Òòṣà. Iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ tẹ̀síwájú. Mr. Koiki ẹ ṣé o, àwọn ọmọ mi ló ń kí yín o. Àwọn ọmọ mi ló ń kí yín o. Lágbára Ọlọ́run, a máa délẹ̀ lérí o lórúkọ Jésù. Yorùbá nation.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ ìyá mi ní Canada, mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Tony Aegis, ìyá mi Abe, ó tó jọ́ mẹ́ta. I just woke up and Ekiti jáde ní some 3 hours ago, or probably 4 hours. It's now almost 3:30 a.m. But like I always say, the platform is 24 hours. Kò sígbà tí èèyàn bá jí àbí tí èèyàn bá wà tí kò ní rí nǹkan sọ. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. It is the Monday, February the 6th, 2023. And the time, as you can see on the clock, is 3:22 a.m. Different time zone. So time tẹ́ni wà máa yàtọ̀ sí time tẹ́ni wà ní depending on the country tí gbogbo wa wà. Mo kí ọmọdé, mo kí àgbàlagbà, mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Dublin, mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Scotland. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń bẹ ní Brazil, Cuba, Jamaica, Belgium, Baghdad, Saudi Arabia, Cyprus. Àkí àwọn tó wà ní Turkey, I'm just getting a report that there is a earthquake. I hope pé kò affect àwọn èèyàn wa níbẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ọba kó bá wa tú ìjìnlẹ̀ sílẹ̀ níbi tí ó wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Let's continue to remember that he's one of us and is currently being held in Turkey since last year. Ọlọ́run ọba kó bá wa tú sílẹ̀ láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà. I hope those in Turkey are not affected with the earthquake. It's a breaking news that just about an hour ago, when I was looking at the AFP and the other news network around the globe. Mo kí bàbá wa Professor Adebanji Emeritus Akitoye. Mo kí bàbá wa Wálé Adéníran, mo kí bàbá wa Ayélóge. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo lọ mo kí bàbá wa Chief Imam. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn àgbàlagbà tó ń bẹ ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá láì fẹ́ nìkankan sílẹ̀. A kí gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ń darí ètò Yorùbá Nation ní oríṣiríṣi organization. As far as we are concerned, let me state this clearly. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ will definitely know that whether we like it or not, as much as people don't want us to probably maybe sometimes talk about it, or what really Benusi or what Fenusi, depending on which side you are. Our media, which is Koikimedia, has always been a very, very straightforward one, and it is still up to now. If we are not carried along for whatever reason, and you are expecting us to be touching on some areas, you are wasting your own time, not mine. Ẹ̀yin náà ní right láti gbé kámẹ́rà sójú láti sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation torí gbogbo wa ló kàn. Mo ń inconvenient family mi báyìí tí mo ṣe ń ṣe program mi because they are sleeping. That's why the voice is a bit low. And at the end of the day, 40 medias could not be used and dumped. So whatever tí ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé presently, let me say categorically pé gbogbo wa lọmọ Yorùbá, and it is a shame that instructions were not followed. Àwọn tó bá dẹ̀ ti follow instruction tí àwọn olórí wa bá là sílẹ̀, á jẹ́ pé in tó wù wọ́n ni wọ́n ń ṣe, wọ́n dẹ̀ ní right. At least gbogbo wa ni adult. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ adult, anything ló lè ṣe. According to the UK law, níbi tèmi ń gbé, as long as you are 16 years old, o kódà o ní right láti sọ pé o fi gbé lábẹ́ àwọn òbí ẹ̀ mọ́ and they can't do anything. So the current situation that a lot of us have been watching is sad. This is why we are saying that Nigeria is not in tí wọ́n máa mú pẹ̀lú soft hand. I am not here to criticize about the people that were picked up in different locations from what we are hearing. But all I can say is they also have a process that they need to be released from whoever was behind those arrangements. Number one, we all have the right to self-determination. Ìyẹn ló easy jù láti sọ jáde lẹ́nu. The right to self-determination. Ẹ káàárọ̀ ìyá mi gbémi lékè. Ìyàwó Ọlájírè Kókà, Mr. Ṣẹ́gun, good morning to you. Mo monitor screen mi. I have a lot of multiple screen here. I want you to wà lórí Instagram. So we are live on all the platforms on Twitter. Ẹ má bínú pé voice yẹn ó máa pick along the line. I've just woke up about an hour ago. So all I can say is we don't have to laugh about what is happening around those individuals, but we can learn a lot of lessons moving forward. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní Nigeria tí a ti kúrò nínú ẹ̀, I say that is an illusion. Bí ọ̀kan bá sọ pé a ti kúrò nínú Nigeria, ẹ̀ ń tanra yín. Just raise a good morning. Ẹ dẹ̀ fẹ́ lọ fi ẹ̀mí, ẹ fẹ́ lọ fi tayò, ẹ fẹ́ lọ fi ta kàlòkàlò. Nigeria ń ṣe tí a máa fọwọ́ ọwọ́ rírọ̀ mú because àwọn olóṣèlú wa, they are not ready to back down. Wọ́n ready láti pa anybody. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ready láti sun anybody. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ready láti commit a crime against humanity. Let us first say clearly, we all have the right to self-determination. It is the most easiest thing to say, but it is the action of the right, like African countries, no matter determine bóyá amagba nation or not. But because people were tired of some of our platforms, people were tired of our leaders. Kódà àwọn kan nítorí obìnrin ni èèyàn kan ni wọ́n ṣe fún ní full support. That's a stupidity for those that are thinking in that direction. Some of them are watching me right now because lè máa wò mí, mo ti dé gungun ẹja sí yín lọ́rùn. So ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ jókòó síbí títí tí máa fi parí ètò, torí bíbá ilẹ̀ ti máa rí ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́dẹ̀ tí máa gbọ́ ní tí tí gbọ́ rí tẹ́lẹ̀. But because we are now being seen as a media that is working against the Yoruba nation movement, according to them, all this is just a distraction. And Tibati saw briefly, I move forward because there are a lot of advantage that needs to be discussed. And ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín tẹ́ ń béèrè pé ṣé movement yìí ti kú ni? Movement ò kú. Lára movement òun náà la ṣe ń ṣe. And when it's a movement, a lot of people will sacrifice. So àwọn tó mú yẹn náà, I don't know who they are. I don't have any details or names of àwọn tó mú. But I will not sit here and deny that I am not aware. The woman àwọn kan lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, and I believe that one woman àwọn kan l'Ógbómọ̀ṣọ́. I don't have any details around it. But all I can say is we are dealing with a very, very crazy country called Nigeria. But àwọn tí wọ́n wà in a hurry wọ́n fẹ́ listen sí leader kan tá ní, which is bàbá wa Professor Adébánjí Akíntóyè. Nígbà tẹ́ ẹ̀dẹ̀ ti gbà pé leader yín ni, that means pé gbogbo ìgbésẹ̀ tẹ́ bá gbé, it is entirely up to you to go and deal with those problems. Lótìtọ́, we are not happy that people are picked up and killed, and that's why we're doing what we are doing. But ẹ̀yin tí ẹ feel pé ọ̀nà tẹ́ fi gbà yẹn ó fẹ́ yá ju tiwa lọ, even though pé mi tẹ́mi gan jókòó báyìí, I prefer the violent way to break away from Nigeria. And I've never hidden or say that in secret. Not every media agrees with that view. Àwọn kan máa ń dọ́gbọ́n fi ẹ̀nà sọ, bóyá for one reason known to them. I don't believe in that. Violent ni Britain fi wá kó wa lẹ́rú. Táwa náà bá fi violent gba Yorùbá nation, kò tí pọ̀ jù. But àwọn intellectual máa ń sọ pé kí yẹn máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Maybe because of the society tá à ń gbé nísìnyí, I don't know. Bóyá torí ayé ti lajú, so violent ò ń ṣe tí a gbọ́dọ̀ máa sọ. But nígbà táwọn wá in the 1800, 1900, they came with a lot of violence. And they are now still using the violence in different ways. Our economy has been destroyed by the West in line with the corrupt politicians in Nigeria. And that's why gbogbo tá à ń rí tó ń lọ tó ń bọ̀ ní Nigeria is a big, massive problem as of today. Let me say clearly that whether we like it or not, Nigeria is going to collapse. It's just that nobody knows at exact what time Nigeria might collapse. Nigeria does not have the money anymore. So, kò ń ṣe owó tẹ́ẹ̀rí gbà ni mò ń sọ yìí. But all ẹ̀ka rẹ̀ gbọ́n mi David Adegoke. But what I can say is Nigeria is at that crossroad, and the international community is not going to intervene in the sovereignty of Nigeria. As far as we are concerned, according to what we know, Nigeria is still a country. So táwọn kan bá wá sọ pé Nigeria is not a country yet, it's because we are looking at all the problems around Nigeria. But because àwọn kan sọ pé a ti ní country tiwa náà, so that means ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ ti ní country tiẹ̀, ó yẹ kó lè challenge authority ìlú yẹn. And that is why a lot of people are saying àtìgbàlú, Ọlọ́run ti fún wa nílùú wa, spirit ti fún wa nílùú wa, and people are now gone out and we can see that spirit ò dúró pẹ̀lú wọn mọ́ nísìn. Kò sẹ́ni tí kò like ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run, but àwa ti sọ Ọlọ́run àti abuse ẹ̀. So Ọlọ́run fúnra rẹ̀ gan wá dúró ó wò wá because we thought that àwa nìkan là ń sin Ọlọ́run. Let me say this, I don't know the amount of religion around the world today, but if we go and look at the history as at now around the world, ilé ayé tá wà yìí ó pọ̀ gan. And the global world, according to what I have, kódà ọmọlúkà tí mò ń wò lọ gan mo gbàgbé sùn lọ ni. Orí ibi tí mo jẹun sí náà ni mo nígbà tí mo jẹ kí ni mo tẹ jẹ náà kí ló rò fún mi. Mo ṣáà rí nǹkan kan jẹ ṣáà mo dẹ̀ sùn lọ. Mo rántí nǹkan tí mo jẹ. Brain is thing overwork. Eventually, a lot of people wọ́n rò pé àwa nìkan ni alẹ́sìn, ẹ̀sìn tiwa dẹ̀ ló dájú. No. Ọlọ́run dá gbogbo èèyàn, ó dẹ̀ fún olúkálùkù ní ẹ̀sìn tiẹ̀. Àwọn kan Buddhist ni wọ́n, and you don't have any right to criticize and say Buddhism tó ń ṣe yẹn Muslim ló dájú wọn lọ. And this also creates a lot of problem because àwọn èèyàn máa ń para wọn nítorí ẹ̀sìn. So let me say this categorically, fáyín tí ẹ̀ ń expect irú àwa nísìn ká jáde, wọ́n ti mú àwọn èèyàn wá o, ẹ gbà wá o, good morning Kingsley, all hail Biafra. Maybe some of you are expecting such. I'm sure a lot of people have talked about it in the last probably less than 12 hours because gbogbo incident yẹn mo rántí pé around probably about 4 o'clock. So tá bá wò lọ nísìn 4 o'clock àná ní information jáde pé Lagos State arrested some people. Lagos State government are ready to kill anybody that wants to disrupt the election. Sanwo-Olu still wants to be your governor for the second term. Tinubu wants to be your president from the southwest side. Anything that would disturb Lagos, they will go very hard on it. And that is the reason why àti búrẹ́dì àti kòkó ọbẹ̀ àti generator gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ gbé lọ. I have said it continuously that instructions that has to come must come from our leaders. And they are the people that don't believe in those leaders anymore. Wọ́n lè náà wọ́n like Igboho, but ẹnu ló fi ń sọ, wọ́n like Igboho, wọ́n dẹ̀ like Baba Akintoye. Because àwọn bàbá yẹn wọ́n ti slow jù fún wọn. Igboho ti dẹni tí kò mọ̀ ṣe mọ́. So eventually, they were going with another instruction. And since they've gone with another instruction, and they are Yorubas, they are now also categorized as àwọn tí wọ́n ń ṣe other political party. Tá à ń bá sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n ń gbọ́n tá à ń sọ, but wọ́n sọ fún wa pé ní làákàyè. Tí tá bá ní làákàyè, níṣọ́ ẹ kúrò èmi máa bú Tinubu ọmọ Yorùbá. According to them, even though pé Tinubu ò lè jágàròdì bí àṣà Frank Bello, ó ti kó gbogbo owó yín, ó kó dání, ó wá fún yín ní àgbàdo, ó ń jù sí díẹ̀díẹ̀, ẹni tó bá mu, kódà títí débi pé bullion van wọnú ilé ẹ̀, ó ní ó ṣìrìn ni. Tinubu himself, from people will say that ó ti sàwọn kan dolówó, ó rán àwọn kan lọ sí Mecca, ó dá school sílẹ̀, blah blah blah. So these individuals tí wọ́n protest àbí wọ́n àwọn tẹ̀ fún àwọn protest ó dà pọ́n náà ọ̀hún occupy àbí. They've now seen what the government can do. I think they're still adamant that they will continue their own project because project làwọn náà ń ṣe. And project ọdẹ ń ṣe yẹn, it does not matter. Àtàwa, àtàwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ní gbogbo wa. Ìjà tá à ń jà, ìjà ẹyọ kan náà ni, kò ń ṣe nation méjì. But I have told you, anytime tí Professor Adebanji Akintoye bá ti ready láti make a declaration gbogbo our 40 medias plus international medias will be ready to go and give him that projection of that declaration when it's ready. Pé wọ́n lè declare ẹ̀tútù ẹ̀dànù anybody tó bá ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ illiterate ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ìyá kan ti declare bàbá kan ti declare ó dà pé ẹ ti wà out of sense yín. Kódà mo fún yín ní presentation pé àwọn ìlú kan wà mo mọ reason but I think we were able to explain it. Azerbaijan àti Lithuania, they have their own country. Independence méjì ló máa ń celebrate. So if anybody say Baba Akintoye ò lè jáde láti wá make a declaration Yoruba nation pé ṣóun nìkan mo gbọ́ táwọn kan máa ń sọ á ní ṣé bàbá yẹn nìkan ní Yorùbá náà ó ní kọ́kọ́ ní Yorùbá dádì tiẹ̀ náà àtàwọn tí wọ́n wà nílé tó support Yorùbá nation. Ibi bàbá Adébánjọ wọ́n even though wọ́n ní àwọn agree pẹ̀lú àwa tá à ń ṣe self-determination ìyẹn bàbá wa tí ó lead àwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re. Tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ statement wọn anytime they have not released a statement yet bí àwọ̀ tí gbọ́ pé wọ́n máa ọmọ Yorùbá kan but I believe by tomorrow they'll probably release statement and say the right to self-determination is allowed and we can protest but àwọn èèyàn protest wọ́n occupy ni. So again it is two different words but in tó ń ṣe tábà wò lọ wò bọ̀ gbígbà tí yàn protest ni but àwọn náà wọ́n protest wọ́n ní because àwọn fẹ́ gba ẹni tí àwọn ti declare nínú ẹ̀mí nínú ara nínú àgò nínú kúlíkúlí or whatever it is. So what he make a declaration in November but the country Nigeria is still operating as a country. So ọ̀nà tó fẹ́ fi wá gba ìlú yẹn nísìnyí pé kọ́ lọ occupy kọ́ dẹ̀ start interim. There's nothing wrong in that. Ẹ jẹ́ kó máa bá tiwọn kó máa ṣe lọ. But àwa tí à ń dúró fún reality because two things ló wà láyé. Ọ̀tọ̀ ni pé kí n sọ pé mo ní phone but kí n má tí ní phone yẹn but mo ní phone mo dẹ̀ ní evidence láti fi wọ̀nyí. There is not a concrete evidence as at today that is in the public domain. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ kẹ́ gbọ́ mi dáadáa. There is no concrete evidence as at today. Kódà ẹni tó bá ra ilé ní Nàìjíríà bóyá ó ra ilé yẹn ní odindi ni ó ṣe máa tún kọ́ bóyá ó ra ilẹ̀ ni bóyá ó ra anything ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní kó fún ẹ ní concrete evidence láti indicate pé lótìtọ́ lódodo wọ́n bẹ ra ilẹ̀ yẹn but àwa mọ̀ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yẹn ti parọ́ fáwọn diaspora especially ẹni tó ò bá níwèé bí irú àwa for 14 years. Kódà tó bá rányàn lọ pé jọ wọ́n bá mi ra ilẹ̀ kan sí Ìjẹ̀bú Òde má sọ fún wọn pé ò ń bọ̀ o ìwọ ṣàdélé lọ sí Ìjẹ̀bú Òde lọ wo àdúgbò yẹn kó bá mi take picture pé ṣé ilẹ̀ yẹn wà níbẹ̀. Ẹni àdẹ́dẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ lóòótọ́ a rí empty land inú òun náà dùn a wá fún wọn ní report pé lótìtọ́ ilẹ̀ yẹn wà confam but kò sí paperwork lórí ilẹ̀ yẹn o ó kọ̀ rí picture because àwọn tó sọ fún wọn pé àwọn ti bẹ́ẹ̀ ra ilẹ̀ ìrọlọ́pàá wọ́n kọ̀ fẹ́ extort ẹni láti gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. So what we are seeing today, good morning Jacko Lushola, we are seeing where the Yorubas have now been divided in this movement in lineage with illusion and reality. Some say we are already in that illusion. Ẹ má yọ wá kúrò, ẹ má dá wa padà sẹ́yìn, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa tẹ̀síwájú. Àwa tá dẹ̀ sọ pé reality pé àìtí débi tá à ń lọ but a ṣì wà lọ́nà. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká sọ̀kalẹ̀ láyọ̀ pẹ̀lú bóyá Mercedes land drive ni, bóyá Ferrari ni, bóyá M1 ni, bóyá M25 ni. Let us push that. But because we are dealing with a very, very sensitive thing. In tá à ń ṣe àwọn kan rò pé bóyá àwàdà kẹ́ríkẹ́rí ni in tá à ń ṣe tó lè mẹ́ẹ̀mí èèyàn lọ tó dẹ̀ ti mẹ́ẹ̀mí àwọn kan lọ kí la wá lè máa sọ pé a fẹ́ sọ di comedy àti theatre lórí social media network. The social media network that is there, people abuse it. Àti rẹ́ni tó gbé live camera tó dẹ̀ wọnú school tó yìnbọn tó dẹ̀ pa àwọn èèyàn. Àti ráwọn tó yẹ pé wọ́n ti bára wọn sùn live bí ẹ̀yin ò tí ì rí èmi ti gbọ́ lórí social media yìí. Àti ráwọn tó gbé ọmú jáde àti gbá àwọn tó gbé orí so people have used it for different things. And I think that àwa náà ti kò ń ṣàwà but àwa náà ti wá blend into that we have brought something that is meant to be a discussion, something that is so powerful, intellectual, violent, whatever ways, because everybody has different ways of presentation, depending on what you can see around it. Ẹ káàárọ̀ bàbá mi Simon Adébísí. A ti wá realize pé even the Yoruba nation tá à ń sọ yìí ó ti fẹ́ di comedy gan because the division and the àwọn kan ní kò sí coordinated communication is lies, and I'll tell you why. There is a proper coordinated communication, and it has been so, and I'll tell you how. When Baba Akintoye and some of the group of people went to register with the UNPO, which is the Unrepresented People Organization, àwọn kan tún jáde wọ́n ní kò ní any value kankan. It's just an organization, kò mean anything. But we saw that the communication of such was filtered properly. And ẹni tó bá gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ rí, at least as of today now, you have heard that in 2019, Professor Adebanji Akintoye, with some selected group of people, took the Yoruba people and at least submit an application. Ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa. If you apply for something, bíbi tí ayé délé ni, tí kò ń ṣe pé a wà ní dark age, kò sí nǹkan tó lè apply fún láyé yìí. There must be evidence to back it. There must be evidence to back. There are problem attaching, so I'm not going to read this person comment, but these are part of the distraction because people don't want to listen. When we are saying that there's communication, which I'm presenting to you right now, why are we in the haste not to wait for Baba Akintoye communication anymore? He has still been communicating. Baba spoke as at a week ago in a current video. But because if you listen, it don't look at Kulofegbo, and their proper channel that communication Mokinyalo de Jano Ekabo Yawala Gorika. There are so many proper channels. See, communication fin filter, which is part of what I'm discussing now, because another, somebody is asking, direct without any, let me put directives and concrete information from our leader. You are telling a lie, because there is concrete and directive information. Tí information bá dé láàárọ̀ yìí, ó máa dé sọ́wọ́ our media, a dẹ̀ máa fi ṣe program. Mo lè sọ pé within the last 12 hours, media tó ti jáde, tí ìbátẹ̀ kárúkọ wọn, tí gbogbo yín ti rí pé ó jáde live, wá tó 5. And ṣé àwọn media yẹn tí concrete information bá ń bọ̀ láti ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn leaders wa, ṣé wọ́n ní present sí inú program wọn, wá kọ̀ ṣe program 3 hours, program 4 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes. Kò dẹ̀ ní sẹ́ni tó máa sọ pé Baba Akintoye lénìí wọ́n ní káwa ọmọ Yorùbá ká ṣe báyìí ká má ṣe báyìí. So these lies that have been prepared to destroy the movement, nígbà táwọn kan join wa, is part of what people are now saying. So nísìnyí lẹ́sẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kò sí concrete information, but for 2 years tí mo fi padà sí nígbà tó register fún ẹ ṣé gan ìyá mi ìyálóde ẹ káàárọ̀ mọ́ mi grandma tálàfíà lẹ́wà mọ́ mo kí gbogbo àwọn grandma wa especially nínú òtútù burúkú tá wà nú ẹ̀ kọ́lọ̀ kó ṣàánú tó ń cost wa ní owó tó pọ̀ fún láti máa hit inú ilé àwa máa ń hit inú ilé ní kò sẹ́kàn à ń lo ẹ̀kan àwọn tó wà ní Dubai ló ń lo air condition Europe làwa wà òtútù máa ń mú ni àwọn tó wà ní Canada plus ní gbogbo tiwọn ẹ farabalẹ̀ kẹ́ tẹ̀lé mi lọ because this narrative pé kò sí concrete information wọ́n quiet nǹkan kan lọ irọ́ lẹ̀ ń pa is because ẹ ti ń gbọ́ nǹkan míì tó ti ń ta lu in táwọn bàbá yẹn ń ṣe which is the illusion pé a ti gbàlú wa so ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ ti mọ̀ pé wọ́n náà ti gbàlú ó yẹ kó jáde kó máa lọ jó bọ̀ ó ti gbà wípé ọlọ́pàá Nàìjíríà kò mọ̀ pa ti gbàlú wa so ọlọ́pàá Nàìjíríà tó kó yín yẹn ó ń sọ fún yín pé orí yín ò pé ẹ̀ ní làákàyè bí wọ́n bá tẹ̀ fi gba ìlú ṣé bó ṣe jẹ́ kó gbàlú lélẹ̀ tóun sì máa wọ yúnífọ́ọ̀mù Nàìjíríà because tí a bá ti gbàlú either in the peaceful way which I love ẹ má máa rò pé mo like something peace mo like peace kó wà peaceful but we are dealing with a monster like Nigeria that is not going to allow you to go in a peaceful way kódà in tó fi lè mú bàbá wa Afẹ́nifẹ́re bàbá wa Pa Ayọ̀ Adébánjọ tán ní àwọn náà tó ní gbé ìjọba sílẹ̀ ká lọ máa prepare fún war o ẹ tí kà yẹn ẹ ní rí yẹn let's come back to èyí tó kàn wá gangan torí àwọn restructure and endorse Peter Obi and Yorùbá nation tí àwa ń tẹ̀lé àwọn leaders wa tó jẹ́ bàbá Adébánjí Akíntóyè bàbá wa Yílóge bàbá wa Wálé Adéníran Ìlànà Ọmọ Oòduà àti YSDM it does not matter how you criticize them it's because follow instruction wọn mọ́ ẹ ti yà kúrò lórí lane tiwọn ẹ ti wà nínú country illusion tó wà nínú ẹ̀mí tó jẹ́ pé àwa tó kù àmọ́ Ọlọ́run mọ́ láti 2 years táwa ti ń bọ̀ bóyá Ọlọ́run dá ọ̀nà dúró fáwa ó rí pé àwa ò lè gbérìn àjò yẹn mọ́ ó wá gbé lòmíì wá torí lọ́kàn ara yín nísìn anybody lè dé lóòótọ́ kódà tó bá tún dọ̀la anybody bá tún dé àwa ní pé wọ́n dé ní fún wọn ní support but ẹ wá lo support 40 medias ẹ mọ̀ pé mo gbé narrative yẹn jáde mo dẹ̀ rí pé mo ti ń gbọ́ lórí àwọn èèyàn tó ti ń sọ nísìn mo fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn tó ní làákàyè mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n alá ní làákàyè but làákàyè àwọn kan ó ti ń yòrò nítorí pé à ń kánjú jura wa lọ kódà kò sẹ́ni tó kánjú tó mi pé ká la Nàìjíríà mọ́lẹ̀ because ká tètè destroy Nàìjíríà ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ níwèé labroad especially nínú UK opportunity ló máa jẹ́ fún yín kòsìkòsì ìwọ tó fi gbé lọ padà sí Nàìjíríà tó ń fa home office case tó bá ti gbọ́ pé crisis wà ní Nàìjíríà they cannot take you back to Nigeria ìwọ tó wà lamẹ́ríkà opportunity at least àwọn òdu tó jẹ́ ìlú gbòógì wọn sọ àwọn bí Arab country àwọn èèyàn èsì tó kàn wọn but they will still respect the protocol of the human right. Let me give an example. Some of you don't know this. The day tí wàhálà bá ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà it sends a signal to the world that anybody tó wà nílùú yẹn presently bóyá o fẹ́ rí ní ìwé ẹ̀ ni o ì tí gbàwé ni wọn ò lè dẹ́ padà síbi tí crisis wà. Mo kí ìyàwó Ọmọláyọ̀ Ayọ̀ wọn ò lè dá pẹ́ra. Olúwatóyọ̀ Sàjíbádé good morning. Ọdúnlámì Samuel good morning. Adédèjì Adébánjí good morning. Adékúnlé Aliyu Moshood Ahmed Fatai àti ẹ̀yìn tó kù tábà ti dárúkọ ẹ̀ má bínú. Allen Fẹ́mi good morning. I am just taking us back to where we must understand that there is a coordinated maybe bí àtàkọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní 2019-20 but there is a coordinated media. tó ebi yẹn làwa ṣe dákú sí àṣe nǹkan míì àwọn tó ń ṣe nǹkan míì gan their focus is still 95% Yoruba nation. Wọ́n lè máa discuss other issues around Nigeria or blogging different things So tí ẹ bá wá ń sọ pé tí mọ̀ tó ń lọ kò sí way forward is lies again. Ìdí tí gbogbo yín ṣe ń lo language pé ní way forward ni pé illusion kan ti wà láàrin wa nísìn tí wọ́n sọ pé a ti gba country but Nigerian soldier ló sì wà nínú uniform, Nigerian custom ló wà nínú uniform, flag Nigeria mọ̀ tán pè ní pé èèyàn gba country but ìyẹn ló ṣe ní àwọn fi lọ occupy but wọ́n ti gbàgbé pé àwọn mad people tí Sanwó-Olú kó sínú police, àwọn mad people tí military kó sínú mọ̀ pé military tẹ̀ jáde ọlọ́pàá lásán ló jáde ló kó gbogbo wọn lọ ló kó everybody àti Èkó àti gbogbo àwọn eégún gan wà ní prison lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. It's not funny but this is how Nigeria will treat you if you are using the kid glove to deal with it. Ẹ rò pé bàbá Akíntóyè náà wọ́n like bí wọ́n ṣe pa ìkànnù wa ní Ọjọ́ta? No, he doesn't like it. But àwọn náà ti jarú ìjà yẹn rí nígbà táwọn náà wà ní kékeré in terms of defending something that is right. So to project forward, what we can say is until we all come back, àwọn tó ti sá lọ tó máa padà, but they are not going to come back because they are adamant. We can see that already. They are not going to come back because they are still pushing that agenda, the illusion, the dream. Àpótí náà bá lọ sínú transit tó bá sùn, o lè lálàá mo mọ oríṣiríṣi àlá London ló wà. O lè lálàá pé ò ń jẹun, ó ní meaning. O lè lálàá pé ò ń báyàn sùn, ó ní meaning. O lè lálàá pé ọmọ mo máa bára mi l'Amẹ́ríkà kẹ̀. Tí èmi àti Koiki pàdé. That is a dream. So today we have some portion of Yoruba people tó ti wà nínú dream yẹn. Kò ń ṣe páwà náà fi wà nínú dream yẹn, but it is not yet materialized. In tó bá dẹ̀ wà tí materialized, it does not matter. Ó ṣì máa wà materialized níjọ́ kan, but gbogbo èèyàn tí wá ń kánjú ju ara wa lọ. So if whatever has happened, right, then whoever was given that instruction need to sort out that problem. Whoever was given the instruction, we call occupy, and you're not going to sort problem out. That's all I can say. They have the right to self-determination. That right must be respected by the federal government. But the federal government that you are talking about does not respect any right. So, and that's why the push for the Yoruba nation actualization continue. I am not happy that they've been sleeping in the prison, but that is part of the consequence of asking for a movement. Whether they were right to come out or they were not right is not the issue. But these are part of what everybody will go through. It is easy for some of us that is in our comfort zone to put out whatever comment. It is easy for some of us that have not even seen the daylight of any activities of event and spending a lot of your money, which you are working for. But the reality is, whatever we are facing today to actualize this dream, not the illusion, is going to cost us sweat and blood. A máa làágùn, ẹ̀jẹ̀ dẹ̀ máa wà nínú ẹ̀. A kàn ń bẹ Ọlọ́run pé kí ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn kó má pọ̀ kó tó di pé a máa là kọjá. Tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ èmi ò mọ̀ tàn yẹn dáadáa but I hear that all the time. Tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ Moses ṣe fi pé nígbà tó tẹ ń kọ́ àwọn èèyàn lọ yẹn nínú mi yẹn because ẹ mọ̀ pé bá ṣe gbọ́ ìtàn yẹn ó nà pa gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣí wọ́n dẹ̀ rìn kọjá láàrin kíni. So do you think that nobody died along the route? Some could die because of the exhaustion. Some could die because wọ́n tún rí Pharaoh tó tún ń bọ̀ pé ó máa pa wọ́n. A dẹ̀ gbọ́ nínú ìtàn pé gbogbo àwọn èèyàn Pharaoh wọ́n rì sínú omi yẹn. But kò mí pé àwọn tí Moses náà kó lọ gbogbo wọn ló survive. Some died along the line. Not because they didn't believe. Àwọn tí ọlọ́pàá kó nísìn as an example, I am not happy that ọlọ́pàá kó wọn. Tó bá yẹ pé views tèmi tí wọ́n lè máa agree pẹ̀lú pé ká dúró kí gbogbo ẹ̀ kó laná, wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé no, Koiki ò mọ̀ ṣe mọ́, Koiki ti di the bad media. Wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé voice tèmi, mo sọ fún yín, I am not the best, but mo sọ fún yín pé I am your last man standing. Because nǹkan méjì lèmi ń gbé dání. Number one, mo dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí akọni ọmọ Yorùbá tó ready láti face whatever I am not joking, whatever the consequence of ìgbé dání. Some of you don't want to face the consequence. Ẹlòmíì ayé ń já látẹ̀ ti sọ adúrú nǹkan tèmi ń sọ. Wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ dí because àwọn ọlọ́mọ tó rọra manage. Èmi ò manage anything. Tá bá fẹ́ la gbogbo ẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ kó fọ́ pátápátá. Ẹ kúkú rán mi iṣẹ́ nígbà tí mo ní mo fẹ́ jó Nigerian embassy. Ẹ rò pé rẹ́kọ̀dì hàn sí nílẹ̀ ni? Ó sì wà nílẹ̀. Wọ́n sì lè gbé rẹ́kọ̀dì yẹn jáde anytime. Anytime wọ́n lè pull it out. Tó bá succeed problem yẹn ìwé wa ni kí ni? Ṣé ilé tá à ń ṣe náà nìsín? Ṣé tá bá succeed àwọn ọmọ APC ò ní genuine? Ẹ fi gbogbo ràkàtì àyè sílẹ̀. Tó bá succeed problem ti gbogbo wa nìyẹn kò ń ṣe problem tiwa nísìn. Ṣé má fi yẹn fi ṣe kàdé fún wa pé torí support tiwọn nísìn tó bá succeed and then so bloody what? Wàhálà tá à ń ṣe ṣé mi nìkan ni mò ń ṣe fún ni? Ṣára mi nìkan mò ń ṣe fún ni? Àwọn tó ń support APC tó ń lágò mọ́ wa lórí. Ṣé fi gbogbo illusion yẹn sílẹ̀? À ń sọ pé wọ́n lè succeed ẹ̀ ń tún sọ pé tó bá succeed báwo lè fi succeed? You are living in illusion. Ǹgbọ́n lọ fẹ́ gbà succeed. Ọ̀nà ọlọ́fẹ́ gbà succeed. Mo ní kò sí any evidence than the illusion. Bàbá Akíntóyè lọ register sí UNPO. Àwọn kan tẹ̀ sọ pé kò ń ṣe United Nations ní àmọ́ wọ́n sọ pé United Nations ni. UNPO dẹ̀ ní meaning. Acronym ní UNPO. Ìtòmí ni pé Unrepresented People Organization àwa ní number 45. That means pé àwọn kan náà ti wà lórí ẹ̀. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Ẹgbẹ́ náà ni wọ́n but ó ní bó ṣe ń project. Wọ́n lè má favour wa púpọ̀ but at least àwa nábẹ̀ but evidence jáde. So láti ìjọ́ tí àwọn ti wà nínú illusion so ẹ má jẹ́ kí wọ́n mú dọ́kúmẹ́ǹtì kankan dání o kọ́ má lọ fi gbàbọ̀dé fún yín o. That is another illusion. And because we have a lot of illiterates in our society tẹ́lẹ̀, so it is easy to sell this false narrative. But ìtókọ̀ wá ń ṣọ́ọ̀kì rà wá ni pé a tún wá rí pé àwọn bọ́lẹ̀kájà diaspora náà ti wá get so much involved because Yami Abe Williams ẹ ti bínú lálẹ́ ẹ ṣe gan ni fún the super chat. Thank you so much. Èmi ò bá gbogbo àwọn kódà àwọn míì ti ṣe wá lóore nínú wọn but kò ń ṣèmi lẹ́ ń ṣe lóore ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ́ ń ṣe lóore látara ẹ̀ lẹ́ fi ń ṣe mí lóore. Ẹ bá wá ní ẹ pull the resources sí pé ẹ ṣe wá lóore mọ́ mo gbọ́ náà ti lè di ké náà bínú níjọ́ kan tó ní ẹ nítorí ẹ̀ ń fún wa lówó ẹ wá ń fẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí ọ no. Ẹ lè withdraw service yẹn kò ní dáṣẹ́ dúró a lè má ní púpọ̀ but it's okay. But one thing is we are not going to be fooled and be compromised. So pé tó bá succeed gbogbo ọlá máa jẹ níbẹ̀ and then so bloody what? Wàhálà tèmi ṣe nísìn ṣé mi nìkan mò ń ṣe fún ni? ṣé èmi àti ìyàwó mi, àwọn ìyàwó mi àtàwọn ọmọ mi àti mọ̀mísí mi àti gbogbo àwa tí a jọ wà, ṣé àwa nìkan là ń ṣe? No, we are doing it for everybody. And we should not expect everybody to agree with what we are saying. Adeyinka grandson do not agree with our views. And it's also paying the cost of freedom. Níbi tó fi sí, Ọlọ́run bá wa tú sílẹ̀. I don't hate him. Kódà ó pé ó ní mọ̀mísí mi ọmọ Yíbò ní mọ̀mísí mi. Ó ní òun bí lé pè mí gan ọmọ Yíbò ní mí. Kò sí èbú tó gbé mà àti gbowó tán. So kí wá ní ṣé o? So let us first understand that they have created a different feelings. Feelings yẹn làwa bí àṣà bàbá wa Nakai ní France gbogbo wa ló máa ń sọ. Wọ́n náà wà làwa sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé ilé ayé tó ń gbé nísìnyí ò dáa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kúrò nínú ilé ayé yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé nínú ilé ayé mi. And àwa tá a dẹ̀ ń polówó ẹ̀ ó ti di dandan pé wọ́n máa bi wá ní question and answer. Ìbáwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ ṣe? Ẹlòmíà máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé ta ló máa jẹ́ olórí yín? Mo kí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ìyá mi Abdul Williams, thank you so much. So ẹ má ẹ̀ka mú narrative pé tó bá succeed. But number one, can we be talking about having a country and there is no evidence why tí wọ́n should mọ́wọ́? Kí ló wà nínú ẹ̀? What's the big deal around that? Have we asked ourselves? But we can see that it created the distraction. Energy tó ẹ̀ka máa fi burn fún community. Ẹ wo most time kò sí bá ṣe fẹ́ ṣe program àti lo almost 56 minutes. And in that 56 minutes, we are still trying to sort a problem that should not be. But báyé ṣe wà ní ojoojúmọ́ ni kódà bó bá ra mọ́tò tuntun kò guarantee pé kò ní ní problem. Ó lè gbé jáde ní showroom because nígbà tó ń build mọ́tò yẹn bóyá wọ́n ṣe mistake kan bóyá nut kan tó yẹ kó fi síbì kan ò fi sí bóyá bí tó yẹ kí pipe kan gbà. So every day in the last láti ìgbà tí wọ́n ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa láti ń dé pẹ̀lú problem. Why? Why? Ṣé problem ló yẹ ká máa dé pẹ̀lú àbí solution a ṣe fi kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà? Tí a dẹ̀ sọ pé okay, if we are fighting for the same thing, which we now realize that ironic, we are not fighting for the same thing because the illusion that has been created in the heart and minds of millions of people, because àwọn kan náà buy into it, kò tó bá buy into it, ò ní lọ ní wọn occupy tí Nigerian ọlọ́pàá wà níbẹ̀, sójà ò tí jáde o, ọlọ́pàá lásán ló jáde, àti búrẹ́dì àti pangolo àti bọ́tà àti ọkọ̀ everybody lọ. And they have been presented to the international, they presented them to Nigerians as criminals, but they are not. But we know that Nigeria itself is criminal. And like I said, as much as I am not here to criticize them, but ẹni tó rán wọn síta yẹn, òun náà ni kó kọ lẹ́tà, òun náà ni kó gbé ìgbésẹ̀ bó ṣe máa yọ wọ́n kúrò láti dá wọn padà sínú country tó náà wọ́n wà nínú ẹ̀. Because since láti wà nínú country, àwọn làwọn ní record láti sọ fún ọlọ́pàá pé no, Yorùbá nation ti dé. Ó yẹ kó ti ní lọ́ọ̀yà tó máa ṣe gbogbo process yẹn because a ti wà nínú country. Because if they are setting up an interim government, so ó yẹ kí interim government yẹn ìjìnlẹ̀ ló wà níbẹ̀ nísìn láti ó ṣe New Year nínú ibi tó wà, ó ṣe Christmas, ó ti lọ pé how many months nísìn. Àìtí rí country wa kó tẹ̀ràn representative láti bá wa communicate pẹ̀lú àwọn Turkey pé má bínú bí ọmọ wa yìí ṣẹ̀ ni, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́n tó ṣe, ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ jókòó ní ti bí àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ṣe ń ṣe process yẹn kò tí ì débẹ̀ until tí yẹn bá language mọ́ ibi tó wà yẹn. So please let us stop fooling ourselves. This Yoruba nation struggle is not a joke. And it seems now that some people have turned it to comedy. And It's just a shame that wàhálà tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn ń ṣe, stress táwọn èèyàn ń go through, pain táwọn èèyàn wá face, ká wá sọ ìrìn àjò yìí di Kúnlé Afọláyan script tàbí gbé sórí Netflix. Because mo mọ̀ pé Linda Kejì iṣẹ́ shoot film kan tó gbé dá kinní kan, kódà wọ́n ní kó yẹ kó ṣe kinní kan, but ó máa rówó lórí ẹ̀. Linda Kejì movie tó wà lórí Netflix yẹn wọ́n pè ní dark kinní kan bí i Dark October. I don't know what it's all about because I haven't watched it. Mo kí bàbá ọmọ ṣe bí, but ó ti indicate pé Linda Kejì fẹ́ rí owó nínú ẹ̀. Àwọn kan lè ti criticize àwa náà pé well a fi ń pawó ni, and if that's the case no problem, ibi tí èèyàn ti ń ṣe èèyàn máa ti jẹ. But ṣé ó wá dá ká sọ struggle tí ẹ̀mí àwọn èèyàn wà nínú ẹ̀ ká sọ di àwàdà kẹ́ríkẹ́rí? Ó ń ṣe dandan àtayébáyé ni. We will not always agree with each other. But a ti sọ Yorùbá nation struggle, ó ti wà lórí social media as àwàdà kẹ́ríkẹ́rí. Kò ń ṣe dandan ni pé kí gbogbo media wà nínú Yorùbá world media. Èèyàn lè wà independent on your own, but wàá sì máa ṣe lára tó bá ń ṣe. Wọ́n lè pè wá fún live transmission kan nísìnyí kó gbé pic kó gbé, but kò mí pé o lè máa bá wọn ṣe meeting or everything because bóyá o believe in some of them or everything. But and there's no perfection in a movement. I have said that for a very long time. But sometimes everybody wants perfection as well. I gotta get it right. I need this, I need that. We are dealing with federal government of Nigeria that has the resources in their capacity. The resources tó ní àwọn ò ní, because resources wa tó ń lò àwọn ò ní lọ́wọ́. Tí bá ní 1 billion naira, tí bá yẹ pé mo ní 1 billion naira, which is a chicken change to some of these criminal politicians. Kí lẹ rò pé máa ṣe pẹ̀lú bí mi ṣe ń sọ pé a máa jà? Tí bá ní access sí 1 billion naira, tèmi dẹ̀ ń sọ látọdún mẹ́ta pé a fẹ́ jà, kí lẹ rò pé máa kọ́ ṣe? But we didn't have such amount of money. But we are grateful for everybody that chipped in the last 3 years or going to 4 years. Ẹ ṣé gan yàrá mo dúpẹ́. Wàláì brand new ni màá ní kọ́ bá mi rà. Kódà kó bá jẹ́ pé a máa fẹ́ helicopter báwọn náà ṣe fi ń drop ẹ̀ fáwọn terrorists, làwa náà máa fi drop ẹ̀, àlọ́ máa drop ẹ̀. Kí lẹ rò pé Nigerian government fi knock wa off nísìn? Owó wà lọ́wọ́ wọn. And that's why you cannot fight the federal government on a conventional war. Kò possible. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo ilé tá à ń ṣe nísìn, guerrilla warfare náà ń pè. And with a guerrilla, okay, ẹ má parọ́, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà live pẹ̀lú mi nísìn. Ta ló mọ̀ pé mo ṣì máa jáde lálẹ́? Ta ló lè sọ pé Koiki máa jáde ní aago 4 òru yìí? Ẹ má parọ́. Ta ló lè, bí àyàn bíi 2 mẹ́ta tó lè sọ pé bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ ó lè jáde lálẹ́ yìí. Àwọn kan máa ń wo time, Koiki ò jáde mọ́. Mo dẹ̀ fi gbádùn bọ̀bọ̀ yìí mẹ́, bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ti sùn ní. Ta ló lè rò pé mo máa jáde ní òru yìí mọ́? Kódà ìyàwó mi tó wà nínú ilé gan kò mọ̀ pé mo ṣe máa jáde. Ta ló lè sọ bẹ́ẹ̀? That is what they call guerrilla warfare. Because ìjáde tí mo jáde nísìn, mo ti ṣe exactly 1 hour 3 minutes. Mo ti fún government ní problem. Then we are dealing with the largest looting empire in the history of Africa. So ìtagbéda ni ó wà fẹ́ kò ń ṣe tí a gbọ́dọ̀ sọ di eré. A lè máa joke láàrin méjì ẹ̀, but in tó wà in tó ń dun àwọn kan lọ́kàn. Mo sọ fún yín lọ́sàn-án, Eunice, my sister, good morning. You don't get notification anymore. That's the artificial intelligence, YouTube and Facebook. I don't worry myself anymore with them. If our people don't get, I think what a lot of you should do for a interman struggle pay the notification. Hello, subscribe to Twitter as well at the Mixlr and have the apps. So the moment the Twitter goes live, it sends you a notification. You are not sleepy. You are really tiring. I slept already. I just woke up. That's what I was saying. That I was actually sleeping from about. I think I slept before my children. So I must have gone to bed before 9 o'clock. So at least I've slept 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. I slept about 6 hours. So when you followed, and I think the MixLR gives a better notification as well. But we don't know what's going on with the other platforms. And we have one person that is listening on the MixLR. The rest are probably sleeping as well. So let's come back to now the reality. Mokin Yawa Joke Ekarama. Yeah, there's no going back on Yoruba Nation. When people say there's no going back, where do you want us to? How? Ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀kárí àpadà burúkú. Kírè mi wá jáde kí wọ́n sọ pé ẹ má bínú gbogbo ẹ̀yàn ọmọ Yorùbá Nation náà. Ẹ já lọ ṣe politics o. Padà sí burúkú. Ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀kárí. So where do we want me to go back? So my job is to destroy Nigeria as quickly as possible. My job is to support all the Yorubas with the movement using my platform. And that's why we've never done any advertisement in the last 4 years. Okay, you got the notification. It was on silent. Yes, I mean, it's a late night. You have to make sure your phone is on silent, especially, in the last 3 years, my phone has never ringed out. It's been silent. Because you can imagine the amount of calls. Remember, Adekunle Aliyo, thank you so much. So we cannot go back. That's number one. Going back is a defeat, and it's a crime against humanity for anybody to go back. We might not agree. I pray that in the long course, not long, that those that do not want to agree with the views of Babakintoye and IGBOHO will probably get their sense and they will come back. And if they don't come back, like I said, in Europe, in the United Kingdom, to particularly 16, you have the right to leave your parents' house and start your own life. So báwo mo ṣe máa sọ fún àwọn tó lọ occupy, àwọn àgbàlagbà tó ti ń bára wọn sùn, tó ti lọ mú, kí mi wá sọ fún wọn pé ẹ má lọ o. Why? When they have instruction that they should go and occupy because they have a country. And I am saying that we don't have a country yet. It's an illusion. But the process is still ongoing. And as I speak to you right now, that I don't want to go into too much details, I am aware of diasporas that are currently in Benin Republic. They are working around the clock. And that's all I can say. Not travel at the UK, at America, at the other countries. Mokinyawa Faith. Adewale Kayode, good morning. Mr. Oluomadedeji. Ẹ má bínú ẹni tí ń bá dárúkọ ẹ̀, because sometimes people are Koikimedia dárúkọ tèmi. Sunday Akimbode. Yemi Babs, good morning. Mokinyile nkan sí bàbá wa Moshebi. Prince David Omotayo, good morning. Bàbá wa Prophetic Rufus. Moki gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ wà ní gbogbo abálẹ̀ Yorùbá. Waris Jinodo. The African Wahala. And I love that name, African Wahala. Triple A. And those of you on the Instagram and Twitter. So, work is ongoing. Like I said, I am aware that there are some diaspora Yorubas that are presently in Benin Republic, and work is going on. Maybe they will give us the upset to make some announcement that will come true. I don't know yet. But the work is going on. If people think that things are quiet, but our medias are still talking. And I believe Yoruba World Media was out yesterday. And Bamawa Janet Fashakin was there. I saw it briefly because I got the notification. Baba Fatai and the rest of the Yoruba World Media. So people we're still talking. Egbomi Otumba was talking from Canada. Like I said, yesterday alone till this morning, we had nothing more than at least 7 medias that came out. But what people are asking is, can the way forward Gongo? And when people keep asking, what is the way forward? I keep asking myself, are we not doing anything that is not the way forward yet? Are we doing something to push us way forward? Because those at home now that even agree that they are going to vote, they know that the way forward is there's a problem in the country. But I worry the way forward as bringing in Benubishi lie down here. And I don't want to sit down properly. I'm so tired all day. So Intawari is different from Intawari. So when people keep asking, Koiki, okay, what's the way forward? Listen. The way forward is that we want our own Emma Benu is because of my sitting in election. I almost not even want to bring my face out. I just wanted to be talking, but sometimes I want so I almost not wanted to bring my face out. So that is about that. I have something I wanted to share with us. I think we've done 1 hour talking about the problems. What's the point? Can we avoid the I'll be stupid to say that. But I am not condemning them. They are adults. They have the right to listen to anything. And everybody has the right. In Temiko, disagree with no government Nigeria one trample on the right one. But ọ̀nà tí a máa fi stop right yẹn òun làwa sì gbé dání. And I want the other set of people, àwọn náà wọ́n ti achieve ọ̀nà yẹn, but àwọn náà ṣì wà in the process according to them. And that is why they were out there and they were picked up. Just as bàtàwà náà jáde ní Ọjọ́ta, within 1 hour, ọlọ́pàá ti dá gbogbo ẹ̀rọ ti yìnbọn sókè yìí tí ajá wọ́n ti pààyàn. Àtẹ̀dúpẹ́ pé lágbára Elédùmarè wọ́n pa anybody, at least wọ́n kó wọn lọ ni. Ẹni tó pa nísìn kí la máa ṣe sírọ̀ yẹn lẹ́yìn ká kàn máa rántí ẹ̀. So at least ẹni tó send wọn jáde kó lo whatever format láti fi make sure pé wọ́n gba bail wọn or kó release wọn. And I'm sure they can do that. But like I said, they are still adamant to continue with their own project. I don't agree with that project because it's an illusion that is taking away the reality. Some say it is not. Some say it is a fact. But Olukaluku ló mọ bó ṣe ń gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kalẹ̀. Let's now come and talk about àwọn ọmọ South Korea tí mo pàdé lẹ́nu. Ká lọ kàdégbéyẹ̀wò díẹ̀. Let's watch this.
Now, so why do you love your country?
It's very safe. Yes, and very clean and neat.
Okay? You can speak in the language and let her translate for me, because I love language. Why do you love your country? Tell her, explain to her.
I agree with her. Yeah. It's clean and safe, and I think the people is
Okay?
So help each other.
Help each other. So if I say a country, how do you identify a country? Is it through your language, culture? What do you mean by country? Culture. So you have a culture.
Something like food.
Oh, I love Korean food. But you eat a lot of rice.
Yes.
Yes.
A
Lot of rice.
every single 3 rice a day.
There's a Malayan rice, a Thai rice, there's Korean rice.
Yes.
So how many hours from London to Korea?
14 hours.
Oh my God. So I will be coming, maybe not this year. I have to save a lot of money. It's expensive. Yeah, I'm a family man. I got children, so I'm very, very busy man. But I will come down one day and hopefully we will come across. I'll give you my YouTube channel and you will probably find yourself. So say hello to everyone. And what is the reason why you're coming to London?
We are 20 and first time.
You're traveling on your own.
Yeah.
First time
So
in
how old are
Europe.
you?
We all 20.
20.
Yes.
So I'm sure you're single. Single?
Exactly.
Except you. Congratulations. Thank you so much. This is Koikimedia, and these are our new friends that we've just met now. So why do you love your country?
It's very safe. Yes. And very clean and neat.
Okay? You can speak in the language and let her translate for me, because I love language. Why do you love your country? Tell her, explain to
I
her.
agree with her. It's clean and safe, and I think the people is kind.
Okay?
So help each other.
Help each other. So if I say a country, how do you identify a country? Is it through your language, culture? What do you mean by country? Culture. So you have a culture.
Something like food.
Oh, I love Korean food. But you eat a lot of rice.
Yes.
Yes.
A
Lot of rice.
every single 3 rice a day.
There's a Malayan rice, a Thai rice, there's Korean rice.
Yes.
So how many hours from London to Korea?
14 hours.
Oh my God. So I will be coming, maybe not this year. I have to save a lot of money. It's expensive. Yeah, I'm a family man. I got children, so I'm very, very busy man. But I will come down one day and hopefully we will come across. I'll give you my YouTube channel and you will probably find yourself. So say hello to everyone. And what is the reason why you're coming to London?
We are 20 and first time.
You're traveling on your own.
Yeah.
First time
So
in
how old are you?
we all 20.
20.
Yes.
So I'm sure you're single. Single?
Exactly.
Except you. Congratulations. Thank you so much. This is Koikimedia, and these are our new friends that we've just met now. So why do you
Let's talk about these 4 new friends I met today, and let's talk about their country. Èèyàn mélòó ló ti gbọ́ nípa South Korea rí? And what do you know about South Korea? Let's do our normal, let's change our background setting. If you're wondering what kind of software I'm using, it's called OBS. And OBS is a very important software that allows you to do magic, which is what I'm doing right now. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó lè ń bẹ̀, o lè train ara ẹ̀, and you can use it for different things. I met these 4 beautiful 20 years old girls today while I was doing my outdoor outreach broadcast. And I want to bring their face into my so that kẹ́ lè rojú wọn dáadáa. They're very beautiful. Almost 20 years old ni wọ́n. Tó bá yẹ pé mo ti marry ni, èmi náà máa lé wọn mú. At least màá tẹ̀ fẹ́ kan nú wọn, màá lè gba passport wọn, because their passport, let me show you. Let me first show you the full face of the picture kí n tó wá drop ẹ̀ wálẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo ènìyàn wa tẹ́ ń wò wá, orúkọ mi ni Ọláyẹmí Koiki. Tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí Koikimedia. ẹ jẹ́ ká wo àwọn ọmọ yìí. Ta ló like àwọn ọmọ yìí? These are the face of these beautiful girls. This Korean girl said they love their country because it is safe and clean. Okay, so Yamushi play Kenya Lemeji. Bamidele Tokwe, please tell and beg Professor Banji and DSI not to intervene in happening to those who was arrested because they are from Minera 2022 and not. Yeah, Yoruba Nation la wan ṣe Minera 2022. So it's clear different thing. Ṣé gbogbo àti rójú àwọn ọmọ tó fine yìí? Ìkànnì wọn péré ìtó wà lẹ́yìn yẹn nìkan ló ti marry. Àwọn mẹ́ta tó wà níwájú ìwọ tí marry. So ẹ jẹ́ ká reduce ojú wọn. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo ìlú wọn. Wọ́n no clean, wọ́n no safe. Mélòó ni wọ́n nílùú wọn? Ẹ jẹ́ gbé picture wọn wá báyìí. Ká wá máa dissect àti lo 1 hour láti fi sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn tó arrest. So kọ́lọ́run jọ̀ọ́ kó bá wa tètè tú wọn sílẹ̀. Tó bá dẹ̀ tú wọn sílẹ̀ tán wọ́n tún lè lọ occupy another state. Bí Lagos ni kò fún wọn láyè bí ó ṣe fáwọn náà láyè. This is a live transmission, yes, Mr. King Felix. I am live, yes. So this is not a repeated broadcast. Always look at the date and the time. It will tell you that we are live. How many people picked any information around these? Àwọn ọmọ tí a pàdé lénìí. Ẹ káàárọ̀ ìyá wa Rukia, ẹ káàárọ̀ mà. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní Oman, ní gbogbo àwọn ibi tí Ọlọ́run ní kẹ́ wà ní Cairo, gbogbo ibi tí ọmọ Yorùbá wà, Tunisia, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, Benin Republic. Some years ago, I met some Korean tourists at Trafalgar Square. 30 or so years ago, they could not have come to Britain to visit because South Korea was still poor and just came out of the bad government and coup. Wow! Ṣé pé gbogbo tí South Korea ṣe dá nísìn is under 30 years ago? Okay, ẹ jẹ́ ká wo. According to what we have, wọ́n pè kí ní ọ̀bàkẹ́ kò block ẹ̀ because mo fẹ́ kó block but mo fẹ́ ká máa rí àwọn fine girls yìí tí mo pàdé lẹ́nu. Tó bá yẹ pé mo tí marry ni, èmi náà máa lékan ní wọn mú. Tó bá yẹ pé bíi 24 years ago mo pàdé wọn, ìlú tí wọ́n náà lè máa ìyá mi Fọláṣadé Òjó káàárọ̀ mọ́ mi. Ẹ kú ìtọ́jú Koikimedia. Simon Adebisi ní family economy behind Yoruba land. Okay. South Korea, the home of Daewoo and Samsung. Yeye oge, mo like orúkọ yín yẹn Ọlọ́run. Ẹ̀yin àti ìwà pẹ̀lú ẹwà. Ẹ lè má wọnú program báyìí kí n má dárúkọ yín. Ọlọ́run bá ń dúró tí gbogbo àwọn ìyá wa, àwọn abiyamọ. Ẹlòmíì ọkọ ẹ̀ tí ríra Ọlọ́run ló mú ti ríra gbẹ̀yìn. Oríṣiríṣi ni. A máa ṣí phone line wa so that ẹ mọ̀ pé mo fẹ́ máa ṣe program ká má gbọ́ pé. So ẹni tó bá fẹ́ dá sí láàrin méjì nísìn máa fún yín láyè, but a kò lè máa pariwo púpọ̀ torí àwọn family tó ń sùn àti neighbor, but a lè manage. Ẹ ṣáà ń gbọ́ mi dáadáa because it's important nìyẹn. 4:32 a.m. This is a live broadcast, not a repeat. Olamilekan, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin Koikimedia team. I'm sure àwọn ọmọ mi máa ní bàbá ìtú jáde lẹ́nu ni. Ìyẹn mo ṣe ń pè ní 24 hours platform. Àsìgbà tí mo lè jáde. Nígbà tí iṣẹ́ kan tí mo ní láyé nísìn tí mo ń ṣe, òun ni Yoruba Nation. Mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ f'Ọlọ́run. A lè má tí nìkan púpọ̀ nínú ẹ̀, but orúkọ tí mo ti build ní jẹ́ kó bàjẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ nípa South Korea. Okay, ẹ ṣé gan Mr. Olúwatósìn Oyèládé. Ṣọ́bìnrin ni àbọ́kùnrin, because sometimes orúkọ yẹn máa ń mix. Because sometimes àwọn orúkọ Yorùbá dágán, but ìgbà míì ó lè jẹ́ ọkùnrin ló wà nínú orúkọ yẹn àbọ́bìnrin. But whoever it is, thank you so much. And mo kí gbogbo bàbá Alápinrin, mo kí yín. Mo wá kí gbogbo àwọn olóọdẹ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Mo kí Àgbẹ̀kọ̀yà, mo kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn tó fẹ́ òmìnira Yorùbá. Mo pàdé àwọn ọmọ mẹ́rin kan lénìí. Àwọn ọmọ South Korea, ọkùnrin ní okay, ẹ ṣé gan ni, thank you so much. At least next time màá mọ̀. So tabanki yín. Àwa Esther ẹ káàárọ̀ mà. Àwọn ọmọ South Korea tí mo pàdé yìí, wọ́n ṣe jókòó ló ń inconvenient mi, but mo relax mi. Ìmọ̀ wọn dàpọ̀. Back around 1980s, South Korea was Nigerian television news with students battling the military. Okay, ṣáwọn ní ibẹ̀ yẹn. Okay, jẹ́ ká lọ wo South Korea in the 80s. South Korea protest. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo protest tó jáde. So 1980, ká kọ̀ lọ sí somewhere around there, 1980. What happened in South Korea in the 1980s? Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sí history. According to what we have, event from the year 1980 in South Korea. I want to know a lot of problem. In May 17, there was a coup d'etat. In May 18 to 27, up to 165 people are killed when a popular uprising in the city of Guangzhou is crushed by the South Korean army. Wow! African wahala and North and South Korea are demarcated by DMC, the militarized zone, which is heavily guided, but they have both been experiencing relatively peace. Yeah, one even was very, very militarized guy. So tabalowo Guangzhou yìí. Guangzhou is the South Korea largest metropolis. It is a designated metropolitan city. Then àwọn èèyàn máa prefer tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí. Àwọn èèyàn máa ń fẹ́ prefer pé kó rí bí fídíò. Ṣé jẹ́ kí n lọ bí a máa rí ẹni fídíò tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà yìí. Tá bá ní káwọn èèyàn jáde. Irú àwọn tó jáde náà tọ́lọ́pàá mú ara history Yorùbá nation náà la máa kọ sí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo bí a máa rí ẹni fídíò. Èmi àtàwọn fine girls. Ó dà pé kan lélẹ̀. Bó ṣe ń tọ́jú àwọn èèyàn. Ẹ já wọlé.
The Guangzhou uprising takes place at the site of the government crackdown. Zhong Yihang recalls the day when he was caught up in the fight between protesters and the South Korean military.
He was caught between the protester and the South Korea. But after how many years? 1980 títí di wákàtí. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ mọ̀ mass ẹ jọ̀ọ́ sáré help me out. 1980 till now, how many years it is? Mo fẹ́ wo àwọn the next generation àwọn ọmọ yìí nísìn àwọn tó ń gbádùn ayé lélẹ̀. So táwọn ọmọ ìbá náà 20 years old ni wọ́n. Yí ẹ̀ wo lọ bí wọn? Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe mass there. Tabarẹ́ni tó fẹ́ pè wọlé, ẹ lè pè wọlé o. Bàbá wa Ṣọlá Demi Ọláìwọlá ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. So à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa South Korea. Fẹ́ni tó bá ṣẹ̀ wọlé, orúkọ mi Ọláyọmí Kóìkì. Okay, 43 years ago. Ṣé yẹn ni láti 1980 àbí? Mo fẹ́ kọ́lẹ̀ mi 1980 to 2023 was 43 years ago. So àwọn ọmọ tán náà àwọn 20 years old yìí ẹ̀ wo lọ bí wọn? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ help me out ẹ̀yin tẹ́ mọ̀ mass. Ọdún wo lọ bí àwọn ọmọ yẹn? Àwọn ọmọ tí mo pàdé yìí àwọn fine girls yìí. If they were born, if they are 20 years old, àwọn girls tẹ́ ń wò nísàlẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹni tó bá wá fẹ́ pè, okay, mo lè gbé láti bí báyìí because even though ẹ jẹ́ kó jẹ́ studio number, tẹ́ bá pe normal other number yẹn, ìyẹn máa freeze. Ẹni tó ń pè yìí, mo mọ̀ pé fẹ́ dá sórí ètò ní studio number nìkan là ń gbà. Ẹ má pe number tó bá ti ń ṣe studio number yẹn jẹ́ ń pè síta fún yín because the other number mi yẹn máa freeze. They were born in 2003, ẹ ṣé gan ni. So 2003, and they were able to travel to London without no visa. So they were born in 2003. Okay, so I think rí bí kan tá à ń lọ. Ṣé a lè compare àwọn ọmọ yìí pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n bí ní Nàìjíríà ní 2003? Pete Wago, ìbòlẹ̀ yẹn ti rí 2002. 2003 lẹ fẹ́ kọ́, ẹ ṣé gan ni. So everybody agrees that àwọn fine girls yìí, mọ́mí wa Tóyìn Dàda Ìjàyí, mo fi tọwọ́tọwọ́ kí ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Live program lẹ́ ń wò, kò ń ṣe recorded, gbogbo ẹni tó bá ṣe ń wọlé. Bí ẹ ṣe wọlé ni, ẹ jẹ́ ká tún wo fídíò àwọn ọmọ ilé nǹkan sí, ìyẹn àwọn fine girls wa tá pàdé. Tó bá yẹ pé mo ti marry, tèmi náà sì wà nínú youth age mi, màá lè kàn nínú wọn mú torí pé mo mọ value passport wọn. Kò tó bá ti fẹ́ wọn, probability wà pé in another 10 years, màá gba South Korean passport. Number 2 ni passport wọn lágbàáyé. Ọ̀rọ̀ South Korea la fi lò lálẹ́. So ẹ farabalẹ̀ ẹ tẹ̀lé mi. So yẹ ká kọ́kọ́ lọ wo ibi tí passport wọn wà. So passport index la fẹ́ wò. Passport ranking. Number 2. So àwọn ọmọ tẹ rí nísàlẹ̀ yìí passport tó fi wọ UK lélẹ̀. Number 2 ni passport wọn ní gbogbo àgbáyé. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo ibi tí passport Nàìjíríà wà láàárọ̀ yìí. Nigeria jagajaga Nigeria passport. Ó kọ̀ tóbi for nothing. Advantage la fẹ́ mú jáde nísìnyí fún gbogbo ẹni tí ó ń tẹ̀lé mi nísìnyí. Hey, number 98. Kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run ọba o. Àwa náà gbìyànjú díẹ̀ náà. Number 98. A very nice passport. Yeah, number 98. And most 43 years old Nigerians are still living with their parents. Ọmọ 50 years old gan ṣì wà lábẹ́ ilé yẹ. Now, sórí ìwọ tó wá ń wò mí, ẹ jẹ́ ká tún ṣe, ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí program. Ta ló jẹ́ ọmọ 20 years old láàrin wa tó ń wo live show yìí? Ẹ bá mi kọ comment. Àbúyín ẹ má worry, ẹ comment. Pitbull ni they don't give their passport to because I am always there every weekend to visit my kids. Ilé dé òkè fún àwọn èèyàn ní passport wọn. Pitbull. So immigration wọn tight ni. They don't give people their passport. Wow. Ìyẹn lágbára dé o. Wow. So Nigerian passport ranks number 98. While the South Korean passport ranked number 2. Even as Japan. So you only get like resident permit but you don't get their passport. So ṣé ó nídìí tí wọ́n ṣe ń fáwọn èèyàn ní passport wọn ni? You see, ẹ rí àwọn olù tó gbọ́n. Nígbà tó bá fún yín ní passport, ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi láti Paris. Alhaji nǹkan bẹ̀. Alhaji Lukman mo kẹ́yìn náà. Ismail Ọ̀pẹ́yẹmí. Rilwan Hussein mo kẹ́yìn. Live program láwà lórí ẹ̀. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn fine girls mo pàdé lẹ́nu ní Tottenham. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún gbọ́n kan tí wọ́n sọ nínú fídíò tí mo ṣe pẹ̀lú wọn.
Now, so why do you love your country?
It's very safe. Yes.
Ẹgbọ́n kan tó sọ, ó ní it is very safe. Ǹjẹ́ Nàìjíríà safe fún ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbé ní Nàìjíríà? Tí Koiki bá ń sọ pé Nàìjíríà ò safe, àwọn ọmọ kan wọ́n ní ìlú àwọn safe, wọ́n ló dẹ̀ clean. Ṣé wọ́n ń parọ́ àbí wọ́n ń tì wá síwájú ni? Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo, ẹ jẹ́ ń drop frame video yìí because à ń ṣe analysis láàárọ̀ yìí torí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín ẹ wà nílé ẹ bá ń bú mi. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí ẹ ní làákàyè pé a bára wa jà for 23 years. Wọ́n lè transform Lagos State pé kó safe wọ́n pa Bámiṣé abẹ́tígbàgbé. These are the age group of Bámiṣé and Bámiṣé was killed in Lagos State. Àwọn ọmọ inú ìlú àwọn safe but ká tó débi tí ìlú wọn ti safe ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo history wàhálà tí àwọn náà go through. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ fídíò yìí. I don't own the copyright, it's just for the educational purpose. And I'm going to mute my mic so that there will be not too much interference or kìnfìsílẹ̀ or whatever you see.
A ceremony that
honors those who lost their lives during the Guangzhou uprising takes place at the site of the government crackdown. Zhong Hang recalls the day when he was caught up in the fight between protesters and the South Korean military.
I remember I was on my way to work on May 18th, 1980, when soldiers were parachuted into the city. They started chasing me.
The May 18 Memorial Foundation says at least 154 people were killed when soldiers retook the city from demonstrators who opposed South Korea's military dictatorship. Dozens more went missing, and around 4,000 civilians were injured during the fighting that ended 9 days later. At the time, Seoul labeled the uprising as pro-communist. That is one reason why some foreign powers, like the United States, did not condemn the crackdown. That is according to George Katsiafikis, author of Asia's Unknown Uprisings.
They were very much worried that democracy in Korea, in South Korea, would mean a regime hostile to the United States.
Katsiafikis adds that without the Guangzhou uprising, South Korea would not be a democracy today. But he and other observers say they are worried about the country's current handling of protests. In April, South Korean riot police forcibly put down a demonstration led by the families of those who died on the Sewol ferry. Amnesty International condemned the government's action and raised concerns over freedom of speech here. Some participants of the Guangzhou uprising, like Na Il-sung, say this and other recent incidents make their sacrifice seem in vain.
It has been 35 years since our protest, and we have made progress. South Korea is a democracy, but I feel some of this progress is now rolling back, and it worries me as a survivor.
Na adds that democracy in South Korea is still something that needs to be fought for. Jason Struther for VOA News, Guangzhou.
Kí ni a rí kọ́ nínú agbọ́nísìn? What are the points that you can pick from the video tá wò tán nísìn? Ẹ jẹ́ ká wá buttress ẹ̀. Ṣé ìyà tí àwọn kan jẹ fún wọn làwọn ọmọ yìí ṣe ń gbádùn àbí kí la máa sọ? Because tèmi bá sọ pé Nàìjíríà ẹ jẹ́ ká là á lulẹ̀. Within the next 30 years, the next generation máa ní passport tó máa compete. Àwọn kan ní no, àfẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Koiki ọ̀nà yẹn a lè tọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Koiki má yẹ ká ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Kí la learn nínú that 2-minute video? And I think I'd have to keep this video so that màá lè máa fi remind wa, because a lot of things were said in this video. Ẹ bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí n play again, màá play again. But ẹ ká gbọ́n kan táwọn ọmọ wa, àwọn fine girls wa, ọmọ Korean tó sọ.
So why do you love your country?
It's very safe. Yes, and very clean and neat.
Okay? You can speak in the language and let her translate for me, because I love language. Why do you love your country? Tell her, explain to her.
I agree with her. Yeah. It's clean and safe, and I think the people is kind.
Okay?
So help each other.
Help each other. So if I say a country, how do you identify a country? Is it through your language, culture? What do you mean by country? Culture. So you have a culture.
Something like food.
Oh, I love Korean food. But you eat a lot of rice.
Yes.
A lot of rice.
Every single 3 rice a day.
There's a Malayan rice, a Thai rice, there's Korean rice.
Yes.
So how many hours from London to Korea?
14 hours.
Oh my God. So I will be coming, maybe not this year. I have to save a lot of money. It's expensive. Yeah, I'm a family man. I got children, so I'm very, very busy man. But I will come down one day, and hopefully we will come across. I'll give you my YouTube channel, and you will probably find yourself. So say hello to everyone. And what is the reason why you're coming to London?
We are 20 and first time.
You're traveling on your own.
Yeah. First time.
So how old are you?
We all 20.
20.
Yes.
So I'm sure you're single. Single?
Yeah. Exactly.
Except you. Congratulations. Thank you so much. This is Koikimedia, and these are our new friends that we've just met now.
Now, ṣé gbogbo wa rí nǹkan bíi méjì mẹ́ta mú pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ Korean? What are the lessons that the Yoruba people can learn from that 1 minute, less than 2-minute video? Àwọn ọmọ yẹn sọ pé ìlú àwọn safe, but ní 1980 ìlú wọn safe. because evidence is show nínú fídíò tí ó wà ní background yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká play video ìpadà kí wọ́n máa ṣe analysis lé lórí. I do not own the copyright. Wọ́n ń ṣèrántí
honors those who lost their lives during the Guangzhou uprising takes place at the site of the
wọ́n ń
government.
ṣèrántí àwọn tó kú. Ṣùgbọ́n àwa náà ṣe máa ṣèrántí gbogbo àwọn tí federal government, the monster country, tó ti pa. This is how we are going to remember them when we eventually succeed in our fight for freedom. And fighting for freedom that we are doing now, we must not relent. We must not give up. It does not matter how many people soldiers kill. It is important that we take down Nigeria as quickly as possible. Let's continue.
Government crackdown. Zheng Yihang.
Àwa ní kọ́kọ́ ni à ń fèsì brutality. This happened in 1980, where the Koreans were also subjected to a heavy military rule. Even the American government never wanted them to be free, according to the video. Thank boy.
Recalls the day when he was caught up in the fight between protesters and the South Korean military. I remember I was
Ṣé rí
on
pé
my way to work.
èdè ló ń sọ wọ́n láti máa translate it. When we have our own nation, we will speak our own language. The work in South Korea is more than the people. Wow. Alan Cody is saying they are right. South Korea is more than safe. Okay.
On May 18, 1980, when soldiers were parachuted.
Soldiers have always been killing. It's not just in Nigeria. Fela's mother was killed by the soldier. So when we are saying that we should get the hell out of Nigeria, we must be prepared for blood and sweat.
Into the city, they started chasing. The May 18 Memorial Foundation.
This was May 18, 1980. As you can see, the military are always there to suppress the people. But it is the people that will not agree, just as we are facing now. And it's okay as in a military rule, but indirectly, the military is still controlling Nigeria. It does not matter how many people they are ready to kill, but we must remember this is the price that we have to pay for freedom.
Nation says at least 154 people were killed.
You can hear that. 154 people were killed
when soldiers retook the city from
when the soldier retook the city. But today, these South Koreans that I've seen there, they are now enjoying the benefit of people that fought. Bóyá àwọn 165 tó fẹ̀mí yẹn sílẹ̀ ló jẹ́ kí àwọn girls ilé wá sí London as a second passport in the world and their GDP. And let's leave that. Let's go and look at any video of South Korea. Again, let me give you the breakdown of South Korea. There are 51.7 million South Korean. They have their own language, which is called Korean. They also have the Korean Sign Language. Their government is unitary state, presidential system, and constitutional republic. Their GDP is about almost some $1 trillion. Let's go and look at their GDP. GDP per capita. That is the GDP. Gross domestic is about 1.8 trillion. Ẹni tó bá ń gbé ní South Korea is expected to live up to at least 83 years old as at 2020. Let's look at the life expectancy in Nigeria. Life expectancy. Nítorí pé èyí ọdún wo ló lè lò ní Nàìjíríà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìwọ tó ń gbọ́ mi 52 years old. So you are likely to die in Nigeria today at the age of 52. You can see why we are saying that that country is not for us. Ẹni tó bá ń gbé ní South Korea, their life expectancy on that. Let's bring it. You can see the difference. The life expectancy, South Korea. Let me bring it up more. Life expectancy in South Korea. Kí ló dé tí ẹni tó wà ní South Korea ṣe ń gbé long life ju ẹni tó wà ní Nigeria lọ? How many people know that? So you can see the massive difference. Ìwọ tó ń gbé Nigeria tó ń wò mí, tó ń bú Bàbá Akintoye. Bàbá Akintoye tẹ́tí dàgbà because he lives part of his life in America for 25 years. Bàbá Akintoye is 87. Ìwọ tó ń gbọ́ mi tó ń disagree pẹ̀lú Bàbá Akintoye, kò ń ṣe pé kọ́lọ̀ ń jẹ́ kó pé 52 years old in Nigeria. So if Bàbá Akintoye tó ń wò lẹ́yìn, tó wà lẹ́yìn mi, bàbá yẹn is 87 years today. The reason why he has a long life is because he lived 25 good years of his life in America. So if Baba Kinto is asking us to go out of Nigeria, it's because Baba Kinto if we will not die by the before 52 years old. You are likely to die in Nigeria before 52 years old. And let me go and give you some people that have died, not even up to their 30. Some of you have forgotten this, our beautiful sister, Tolulope Arotile. Tolulope Arotile was killed by the federal government of Nigeria, and she was only how old? Tolulope was just 24 years old. She did not survive 54, according to the life expectancy. Let's go and look at Bamishe. There's another guy, journalist kan báyìí. Kí lorúkọ ọmọ yẹn? Ẹ rán mi létí ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọ́kọ́ lọ mú Bámiṣé jáde náà. Bámiṣé Àyànwọlá. How many people remember her? Bámiṣé Àyànwọlá. How old was she? She was just 22. Bámiṣé, as you can see there, was killed in Lagos State. She did not survive 52 years old. Bámiṣé Àyànwọlá was killed. Àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ń wò nísàlẹ̀ yìí, they are age mate of Bámiṣé, they are age mate of Tolulope. Àwọn girls tẹ́ ń wò nísàlẹ̀ yìí. But Bámiṣé did not survive as even 30 years old. She left a mother and a father, sisters, nephew. And up to today, this evil guy called Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Tenwoyi, Olojugo, to ní mental problem, according to be ambode to sọ fún wa pé ó sán lórí bó ṣe wà yìí. Mo kí ìyàwó evangelist Taiwo Esther ẹ káàárọ̀ mọ́ mi. Àdúrà máa gbà. Mo kí gbogbo reverend fathers. Kí là ń gbé yẹ̀wò? A ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn tí wọ́n mú tẹ́ bá ṣe ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ẹ máa lọ wo broadcasting láti beginning. Mo kí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ya Mrs. Modúpẹ́ AA. Àkànní mo kí ẹ. A wá ń gbé yẹ̀wò nísìnyí life expectancy àwọn South Korea. Àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ń wò nísàlẹ̀ yẹn. Àwọn girls tẹ́ ń wò tí mo interview yẹn. Bó ṣe wà yẹn, wọn ò ní láti máa fọbọ́ ní London. Wọn ò ní láti ṣiṣẹ́ ní London. Ìtọ́ wá ṣe ni pé wọ́n náà wá ṣe holiday. First time traveller. They are in their 20s. And they are heading back to South Korea. They are going to live up to 83 years old. But unfortunately, Bámiṣé pé 50 years old. She was killed by the government. Let's go and look at another person that was killed. There's a head, Dr. Chido, Dr. Chilelo. I know Dr. Chilo. Chilo Dr. Chinelo died train attack in Nigeria in last year, March. She was almost traveling out of Nigeria. How many people remember this girl? She was murdered, killed, the train attack. You're right, my sister Eunice. I'm sure some of you even forgot that people died in Nigeria. She was again As you can see, according to this, is somebody that was even well educated, beautiful, beautiful, just like our friends, the Korean. For Nigeria killed her. Train attack, family of Nigerian doctor killed by terrorists announces burial arrangement. Chinelo Magafu, 29 years old. She did not even get to 30 years old. Even though the life expectancy in Nigeria says, where's that? The life expectancy in Nigeria, what? The life expectancy in Nigeria says, oh yeah, Pelumi Nimowa, thank you so much. I was looking for Pelumi Onifade. Pelumi Onifade again was killed. Pelumi Onifade, I remember that story because I spoke to the family. Pelumi Onifade, we come back to him. Let's deal with Dr. Chinelo first. Dr. Chinelo, a University of Port Harcourt trained dental surgeon, was among the 970 passengers aboard the ill-fated Kaduna-born train attack on March 28. The family of the Nigerian female doctor Chinelo Magafu, who was killed in Abuja Kaduna train attack, has announced their daughter's funeral. On March 28, there's nothing like bandit. These are full terrorists. Attacked a Kaduna-bound train in central Nigeria, carrying about 970 passengers. The train was said to have been attacked at night at about 89 kilometers from Abuja station. According to Premium Times report, that the assailants, there's nothing like assailant, these are terrorists, used explosive to blow up the rail track. I'm not sure those that went to occupy were using explosive. Though we saw bread, we saw generator, but Nigerian police does not joke and has already packed them away. But if we are also operating like the terrorists, maybe the government will understand that we are not joking. But some people say, no, don't let us operate like the terrorists. Let's do it in a civilized way. Let's do it in a spiritual way. And eventually, Nigeria will respect our right to self-determination. But we are dealing with a country that is crazy. So Dr. Chinelo, how old was she before she died? Dr. Chinelo as well, I know that age. Dr. Chinelo, well, she was okay, Dr. Chinelo Magafu lórúkọ yẹn. Megafu. According to what we know, that was her. Remember the way she was killed? She was shot. Very sad, Masho. Nigeria. She was in her mid-20s, okay? So again, she was in her mid-20s. So she died as well. What a painful death. So we pray for all these individuals that have been killed. Remember that the young girls that you're looking at, so let's close this. We already got Dr. Chinelo. Now, Pelumi Onifade, how many people remember this guy? He was not even 25. Pelumi was found dead. A young journalist was shot by the Nigerian police after he filmed a politician. Okay, somebody is also reminding me Bolanle. We'll go there in a minute. Bolanle was killed. Emma compare if we are now saying that we should leave Nigeria, why then are people saying we should not go out of Nigeria? Bolanle was 41 years old. Her life expectancy was dropped 10 years earlier than what was even meant to be for her. Imagine this is your life expectancy in Nigeria and you are still dying before the year expectancy. She could have still been with us today, but Bolanle was killed by the police on Christmas Day. Police attacked to Ajiwe Police Station, Police Division, Lagos State on Sunday morning shot and killed a 41-year-old lawyer. She did not meet the life expectancy. Jumoke, oh my God, people are bringing a lot of names out. Let's look at Jumoke Oyeleke. She was not even 30 years old. According to what we know, this our sister Jumoke Oyeleke. What is her age before she died? Age. Jumoke Oyeleke was a 25 years old sales girl. If Nigeria was working, Jumoke should be coming to London to watch football like my friends in the Korean have done. Sales girl was shot on the 21st, on the 3rd of July 2021. She was not even in the rally. Jumoke Oyeleke, a sales girl killed by a straight bullet during a Yoruba Nation rally in Lagos State, has been buried. The 25-year-old sales girl was buried in Acton Cemetery in Yaba, Lagos on Friday. On July 3rd, agitators for the Yoruba Nation converged on the Ojota area of Lagos to demand an independent Southwest. Now let's go back and look at why is it that this country does not even want you to get to 52 years old. But this country, South Korea, wants you to get to 83 years old. So, ṣé bàbá Akintoye ló wá wicked ni tó ń sọ pé tá bá kúrò ní Nigeria, our life expectancy will be the same like the South Korea. So àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ àwọn jọ ń wóra wá yìí, àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ń wò tí àjọ wà ní kámẹ́rà tí èmi náà wò tẹ́yìn náà wò tàgẹ̀yà picture tí mo interview. The reason why they love their country is because their country guarantee their life expectancy at 83 years old. Now, let's go and look at. We've got a background of them. I don't want to open too much browser because I need to save this video so that we can continue to use it. But let's go into South Korea itself. We know that their passport is number 2. So let's always remind ourselves. So we're talking about South Korea. So the South Korean passport is number 2. Do you need a visa to get to UK? Let's ask the question. South Korean passport. Mark of a South Korean passport. Do I need visa to UK? So coming to the UK, let's look at what the British is talking about. Get a visa to study, work, or visit UK. So let's go and look back. Okay, I will find out even if I go to the passport index. Do South Korea need a visa? As a South Korean national, you will need to apply for a visa to come and study in the UK. Who can enter UK without a visa? What countries can Korean passport enter without a visa? This means that the South Korean citizens can travel visa-free to 146 countries in the world. As of January 2023, the South Korean passport holders can travel visa-free to 146 countries and territories. So let's see if the UK is part of those countries. And there you go. It can get into UK. How many people can see that? Let me blow it up a little bit. So tó bá ní South Korean, tó bá yẹ kó bá ra ọmọ ìfẹ́, bọ́dẹ̀ ni wọ́n fún yàn ní passport wọn anyway. But as you can see there, below United States Virgin Island, as a South Korean, you can get to UK visa-free. You can even go to America visa-free. Their passport is much better than the British passport, much better than the American passport. My question then is, why are we trying to save Nigeria? Once again, a very good morning and welcome to the broadcast. This is a live transmission. Nigerian passport is shit or passport. a passport that does not have value for human lives? Why then that your life expectancy is 57 as a Nigerian? Why then do you want to save Nigeria? And for who and for what purpose are we saving Nigeria for? You can see why we are saying that. So, Mofisha comparison. So, Nigeria, life expectancy is 50 like Belenko. The life expectancy in Nigeria is 52.89 years old. That's if you survive that. But in South Korea, let's look at their own life expectancy. Their life expectancy, tó bá jẹ́ pé ibẹ̀ ló ń gbé, tó bá tẹ̀ ní passport, tó bá ń gbé níbẹ̀, you are lucky, you will survive. Now, báwo lẹni tó wá ń gbé ní South Korea máa fi South Korea sílẹ̀, á wá gbé ní Ìjẹ̀bú-Òde àbí ní Òkòkò-Máìkò, knowing fully well that his life expectancy, kí ló dẹ̀ máa ń jẹ́ kí ẹ̀mí gùn? Tó bá sọ pé nǹkan, Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kẹ́mi wá gùn. Good morning, my brother. America, another 1 hour in the UK. We have been live in the last okay, your concept when you marry, we'll get in content so Lori comment. You're getting about marrying, you might buy a passport from something, I don't know. But we are comparing these Omoni Oladitan, good morning. All hail Biafra, we love Mazina Mekano. So we have been looking at these. Okay, Pelumi was killed in Nigeria. Pelumi was a journalist that reported a crime committed. Pelumi was just 20 years old when he was shot by the Nigerian police. He was working for Go TV. What a very sad time as Nigerians. Odifade Emmanuel Pelumi, a Nigerian reporter and an intern with a privately owned Go TV broadcaster, was found dead on October 30, 2020 in a mortuary in the southwest Lagos state. I mean, imagine you are dead. Your parent and your family does not know until they find out in mortuary. And the girls below, let's hear again what they were saying for the benefit of those of you that are probably just joining us. Let's listen to them in this video.
Why do you love your country?
It's very safe. Yes, and very clean and neat.
Okay? You can speak in the language and let her translate for me, because I love language. Why do you love your country? Tell her, explain to her.
I agree with her. Yeah. It's clean and safe, and I think the people is kind.
Okay?
So help each other.
Help each other. So if I say a country, how do you identify a country? Is it through your language, culture? What do you mean by country? Culture. So you have a culture.
Something like food.
Oh, I love Korean food. But you eat a lot of rice.
Yes. A
lot of rice.
Every single 3 rice a day.
There's a Malayan rice, a Thai rice, there's Korean rice.
Yes.
So how many hours from London to Korea?
14 hours.
Oh my God. So I will be coming, maybe not this year. I have to save a lot of money. It's expensive. Yeah, I'm a family man. I got children, so I'm very, very busy man. But I will come down one day, and hopefully we will come across. I'll give you my YouTube channel, and you will probably find yourself. So say hello to everyone. And what is the reason why you're coming to London?
We are 20 and first time.
You're traveling on your own.
Yeah. First time.
So how old are you?
We all
20.
Yes.
So I'm sure you're single. Single?
Yeah. Exactly.
Except you. Congratulations. Thank you so much. This is Koikimedia, and these are our new friends that we've just met. Now, so why do you love your country?
The question is, how many people still love Nigeria? We're gonna end this program in about okay, we can push it to probably 6 o'clock. So we'll be about just 3 hours. Kilo de tension if Nigeria is a question tonight or this morning. Pelumi was killed by the Nigerian police. He was last seen alive on October 24 in the custody of, imagine somebody was alive in the custody of the police. Níbo ló tún fẹ́ safe jù? Pelumi was last seen on October 24 in the custody of a police officer in the state capital, Ikeja, where he had gone to cover an attempted break-in at a government facility. According to the lawyer, that statement and the family friend of the journalist who spoke with CPG on the condition of anonymity, citing fear of reprisal. Muriembe, Castle Studio. Thank you so much, Yoruba World Media, my own people. I believe that's Lamid. How you doing, my brother? Ekaro. À ń gbé yẹ̀wò láàárọ̀ pé life expectancy àwọn ọmọ tí ẹ̀ ń wo àwòrán wọn nísàlẹ̀ yẹn, they are 24 years, I mean, they are in their 20s. Ọmọ Korean ni wọ́n. Good morning, Castle Studio TV. Welcome on board, my brother. But in Nigeria, your life expectancy is 52. Thank you so much, Lamid. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun sir. Ẹni tó bá ti download Ìjàngbara radio. Ìjàngbara radio, ẹ lè má ti gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ Ìjàngbara lélẹ̀. Ẹ lọ sórí iOS. Ó ti wà níbẹ̀. Kẹ́ lọ máa listen sí Ìjàngbara radio. That is our own radio broadcasting. It has already been launched. Ẹ lọ download ẹ̀ ọ̀fẹ́ nígbàlà. Ẹ máa gbọ́ gbogbo tó ń lọ. And the moment as ọ̀pá fi launch ẹ̀ bá àyà gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì já. Ó dà pé website wa lélẹ̀, I believe so. Ṣé site yẹn lélẹ̀ Lamid? I hope I'm right. Madam, I promote nǹkan mi o. Radio Ìjàngbara. Can you? Okay. We can listen to it from the site as well, or that is still in build-up. Ṣá lè máa gbọ́ látòrí website yẹn náà, àbí a ṣì ń build ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́? Because I know it's still work in progress. But you can download it. I don't know whether I can download on my laptop. So gbogbo ẹni tó bá ní, I'm going to share. Okay, we can listen. So níbo ni máa click? Okay, show on the I think it's this one. I won't boot lower. Because wow. I don't go by. Everybody don't go. Interesting. Interesting. Ẹ support ó dẹ̀ ti wà lórí iOS náà. Everybody screenshot ilé kẹ́ lọ download ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe tánìkò tí ẹ jẹ́ ń pọ̀sẹ̀. Ta ló ti download Ìjàngbara radio? Ẹ má parọ́ ló wà lórí live show pẹ̀lú mi. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ti download ẹ sọ pé yes. Ká dẹ̀ sọ fún yín pé kẹ́ lọ download ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n yọ picture àwọn ẹ̀ kúrò. Àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wa yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe yọ picture tí wọ́n kúrò nù. No, just the video. Ta ló ti download Ìjàngbara radio? Ẹni tó bá ti download ẹ̀, force yín kò ṣe pé a fẹ́ gbowó lórí ẹ̀. It is for the benefit of every one of us. So what I will advise us to do right now is ẹ kàn lọ sórí app yín, kò ń ṣe tó máa ń pẹ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń gbọ́ mi náà, ẹ lọ sórí app yín. Ọmọ nìyí náà náwọn ti download ẹ̀. So I want everybody tó ń wo live show báyìí nísìn. Ìyá mi comfort náà náwọn ti download ẹ̀. ẹ jẹ́ ká lo the next 4 minutes tẹ́ bá ti wá download ẹ̀ kẹ́ wá tún sọ pé I have downloaded it ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó easy ni I have downloaded it ẹni tó ti download ẹ̀ tó sọ yes tẹ́lẹ̀ ǹjẹ́ lè bá wa kúrò nínú live show yìí for 10 seconds kẹ́ lọ sínú app store tẹ́ bá wá ní any problem fún bóyá kò fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ àbí nǹkan kan màá wá ní kẹ́ pé Lamid ní later àní fún nọ́mbà ẹ̀ nísìn ẹ lè bá Lamid sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn engineer wa nìyẹn ṣẹ́rí this ìyẹn kan ní is one my phone is on my phone okay definitely ẹ ṣe gan ni bàbá wa yín ká gbogbo ẹni tó ń gbọ́ wa nísìn ṣẹ́rí Instagram Facebook àwákọ́lá nìyẹn eléyìí ní tọ̀dọ̀ tiwa ẹ jẹ́ káwa náà lọ promote ẹ̀ wọ́n pè ní rédíò Jàǹgbára and the more we download it maybe taba push tí ó possible I expect us to be able to launch our satellite this year it is possible it is doable taba ti lè launch satellite tiwa intermarché ni pé a máa lọ bá àwọn Lamid mọ́ pa gbogbo kíní yẹn ìmọ̀ ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé mi media lè ní òun IT òun iṣẹ́ tó mọ̀ dáadáa ni all we just have to do is taba ti ṣètò lé lórí a kàn máa ní àwọn tẹ́ pé bí Indian àbí a máa partner ni kò ń ṣe literally pé àwa la máa launch satellite yẹn but wọ́n máa fún wa ní bóyá bandwidth kan tó jẹ́ pé a máa rà á lè send the signal sáwọn èèyàn wa ẹ̀ lè máa lo free internet nílé it is possible kò ń ṣe pé kíyàn bá wá sọ pé yẹn àti gbàgbọ́ nínú ẹ̀mí mímọ́ ká máa tanra wa ẹ jẹ́ ká wà realistic so ẹ lọ download Jàǹgbára ẹ jẹ́ ká tún gbọ́ díẹ̀ sí ká tún máa bá ètò kòríà yẹn lọ. And a very beautiful interface very straightforward so èèyàn lè máa gbọ́ kó máa tún ṣe nǹkan mí ní background so tá a bá máa gbọ́ nísìn ó lè máa play ní background kí n máa tún ṣe nǹkan mí ẹ ti understand. So the life expectancy in South Korea is 83 million. While the life expectancy in Nigeria again reduce volume nítorí àwọn tó ń sùn lókè. So gbogbo ẹni tó bá ti download ẹ àdúpẹ́ fún yín ara ìjàǹgbara tá à ń jà náà ni and let me share the link out as well. Ẹ jẹ́ close the link ẹ kí browser ẹ̀kọ́ tí browser bá ti pọ̀ kọ̀ǹpútà tá à ń lò yìí òkè yẹn ìyáwó àbíbá báwo ni Baghdad láàárọ̀ yìí ọlọ́run bá wà pẹ̀lú gbọ̀ǹtà wà ní agbègbè yẹn ọlọ́run bá ń bẹ́ẹ̀ tí gbogbo ibi tó lókàlùkù wá wà ṣẹjẹ́ ká sáré share link yẹn káàkiri. So what I'm doing now I'm also sharing the link ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ní laptop ẹ fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ kémi náà kì í fi sí bookmark adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Lamid pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn engineer nínú náà ẹ tún lè donate jerry donation wà important àwọn kan ní owó náà máa ń gbà ní gbogbo gbà owó nìyàn fi ń ṣe ìjàǹgbara because wọ́n máa ṣe update àfihàn kó jẹ́ pé ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ kí n má jẹ́ kí sound yẹn máa yàn kan ní adjust this so thank you so much to those of you that have just downloaded it we appreciate it èmi gan tèmi gan sọ pé kọ́ download ṣé mi gan ni fúnra mi lórí fóònù mi so let me download it as well iOS lèmi lò mo fẹ́ like iPhone mọ́ wọ́n fún mi ní problem gan so rédíò ẹ kí mi náà lọ download ẹ rédíò ìjàǹgbara tó bá sí lórí iOS màá mú mi sí tó bá pọ̀ ṣì ń build the iOS but mo mọ̀ pé ó ti wà lórí Android kò tí ì sí lórí iOS wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ lé lórí so gbogbo ẹni tó bá ń lo iPhone ẹ bá wa download ẹ̀ sórí another phone yìí tó jẹ́ Android so Lamid wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ lé lórí ìyẹn la ṣe I need at least about 1 million Yoruba people lè kó wà lórí rédíò Jàǹgbára ẹ̀ so that ṣẹ́rí gbogbo kìíní yẹn ó máa help the statistics so that at the time tá a bá fẹ́ launch satellite wà lágbára Elédùmarè before the end of the year which is possible kò sí nǹkan tó possible You know, I don't know what the process how to launch a satellite, but it is doable. Yeah, it's not working yet on the iPhone, but I'm sure everyone has. It's even on the Android. It's more Instagram. You might download it later, but at least I can enjoy it from my laptop. So while you are working, you can listen to it. Let's share the good news with our family and loved ones. So as we're just about half an hour, mo fẹ́ kí program tó ní ju 3 hours lọ, more than what time. So I should maybe 40 minutes. So tó bá ti ń di aago mẹ́fà, a máa end ẹ̀. Èyí tẹ́ wà l'Amẹ́ríkà náà, èyí lọ sùn, ẹ ti wà níbi 12 midnight. So ẹ má worry, a máa end ẹ̀ ní ìmàkọ́lẹ̀ ọmọ serial. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Yorùbá World Media. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ń ṣe. Ìyẹn lọ́sẹ̀ máa ń sọ pé yẹn kò sí collective information irọ́ lẹ́pa because illusion tí wọ́n ti gbé síta ó ń make a diversion away from the reality. And like I always say, even if you don't see me there, kò sígbà tí tẹ́ bá lọ wo page mi, èyí tó ṣe lálẹ́ àná, mo kàn fi prove ẹ̀ fún yín. I am always there with them in spirit. Mo sọ fún pé mo sùn lọ lánàá ni. And if you look at ilé tá à ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ lélẹ̀, so a máa ṣe àjàngbara ẹ̀ bá mi lélẹ̀ Ìgbòho ṣá ìmọ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣe rí pé àná lélẹ̀ a ṣe ẹ̀. So ẹ lọ sórí YouTube Yorùbá World Media, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́n tó sọ díẹ̀ lánàá. Ẹ rí pé ìyàwó Janet Fashakin wà níbẹ̀ tó ń sọ. But because what ti ní kẹ́ máa pè wọ́n ní wàhálà media is a very very nasty word to be saying. Kò ṣe pé ń san salary for anybody. Ẹ bá fún wa lówó voluntary ni. Àwọn kan dẹ̀ ní àwọn fún wa lówó mọ́ torí yà ṣe àwọn kan. Ìyànṣẹ́ má worry. Bàbá ọmọbìnrin wo lélẹ̀? Nobody is paying anybody.
Ìjọba nípa ti ẹnikẹ́ni yálà àwọn adarí ní ìta ní ẹ̀rọ amájáde àti ilé ìsàlẹ̀kọ àádẹ́rẹ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ nípa tó ṣe ìjọba. Ṣùgbọ́n nípa tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ sí, kí ni tí ẹ̀yin rò pa lè ṣe? Kí ni tí ẹ̀yin rò pé ó fà á tó fi jẹ́ pé ìran Yorùbá àwọn Fúlàní wọ̀nyí wọ́n kó owó lọ sí ìgbèríko wọ́n lọ fún àwọn èèyàn tiwọn. Wọ́n sì ní kí àwọn èèyàn tiwa wọ́n ní kí wọ́n kó owó tí wọ́n lọ sí báńkì. Wọ́n dẹ̀ kó owó ní báńkì lóòótọ́ wọ́n ní ká máa lọ sí ATM. Wọ́n lọ gba owó mi jáde.
Àti wá fún wọn ní the same money.
Tá a bá sì rántí tá a bá gbàgbé nǹkan yìí ìṣe àkọ́kọ́ rèé.
So kí ni mo fẹ́ fààyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé it's because of the stigma and these are part of the agenda. Wọ́n kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ destroy Yorùbá World Media. Ẹni tó bá ti subscribe ẹ lọ subscribe náà. Because yes, a lè má nísìnyí everybody láti wá understand pé so gbogbo ìgbà tí Yorùbá World Media tán attack nígbà yẹn táwa kan tẹ̀sí wà very diplomatic. Bí àwọn kan ti rí lóòótọ́ pé gbogbo yín sì máa jẹ breakfast ṣé mi náà ṣé gbogbo ọ̀tí jẹ breakfast báyìí. How can they say 40 media ó ń parọ́ media kan ló wá ń sọ òtítọ́ láàrin gbogbo wa nísìn. Ó dà ní pé tí mo pàápàá ẹ̀yin bọ́lẹ̀ kájà diaspora látẹ̀sọ́ fáwọn tó wà nílé ẹ wà nínú illusion. Ṣé ẹni tó ń gbé labroad náà tún gbọ́dọ̀ wà ní illusion? But because ẹ wá sọ pé ẹnìkan sọ fún yín pé ìjìnlẹ̀ Marcus tó wà ní ibi tó wà yẹn ẹ káàárọ̀ Pastor Emmanuel mọ̀ pé ìgbọ́dọ̀ ti jí nísìn because ẹ máa ṣàdúrà ẹ ti ẹbí tó yẹ pé ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ sùn gan ni àdúrà máa gbà. So ẹ lọ support Yorùbá World Media. Wọ́n fẹ́ bà Yorùbá World Media jẹ́ ni. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan tí mo like dáadáa mo fi dárúkọ ẹ̀. Gbogbo wa ló máa ń sọ pé bàbá Òsínì mọ̀ nípa bó ṣe mú ìjìnlẹ̀ Marcus mo ní bàbá arọ́ nìyẹn. I won't be surprised pé àwọn tí ìjìnlẹ̀ ń bá ṣiṣẹ́ gangan lọ set ìjìnlẹ̀ up. Gbogbo ẹni mo fi sọ. Ẹ mọ̀ pé máa wo fíìmù dáadáa. I won't be surprised. Ẹ má bínú pa ti yà kúrò nínú South Korea. It's still part of the conversation tá à ń sọ níbí báyìí. Mo kí bàbá Ọbáyọmí. Àwọn tí and you can see that I decide to leave ìjìnlẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń yọ kíní àwọn ọmọ ìkúrò. Tí bá yọ background ìkúrò ẹ rí pé in the last week now mo ti attach kíní ìjìnlẹ̀ mọ́ in tá à ń ṣe all the time. So that out of sight is not out of mind. Ẹ rí pé picture nìyẹn. Ìjìnlẹ̀ lẹ́ni nísìn. Àwọn kan ní àwọn Yorùbá World Media ló set ẹ̀ up pé because ó ń bá àwọn kan ṣiṣẹ́ kò bá wa kan ṣiṣẹ́ irọ́ nìyẹn. Somebody say could The way Yoruba going Korea route with different Yoruba state living side to side. So, but today, Eshegun Pastor Emmanuel Togo, ìjìnlẹ̀ is where it is. Ìlú kan tí wọ́n náà ti gbà kò tí lè bá wa ṣe diplomatic route láti lọ bá wa yọ ìjìnlẹ̀ kúrò. Ọlọ́run bá wa yọ kúrò. So máa believe gbogbo nonsense yẹn. Everybody sọ pé wàhálà media. Now a ti rí pé àwọn gangan ní wàhálà problem. So that was the whole agenda. Destroy the media, destroy Baba Akintoye. Wọ́n find it difficult láti destroy Dr. Olóyè Sunday Igboho. Ìdí dẹ̀ ni pé ìfẹ́ tí Igboho ní sí ìran Yorùbá, it is something that cannot be quantified. Igboho ó jáde pẹ̀lú òtítọ́. Kò ń ṣe pé ó jáde pé kọ́ba àrí mi. Ó lówó náà. Ẹmọye olówó ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń jayé nísìnyí tí kò tó ń sọ fún Igboho pé Igboho kí ló lọ dá sí gbogbo problem. So ìfẹ́ tí Igboho ní òun ló jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn ní sí. So wọ́n lè bà Igboho jẹ́ lójú gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá, but wọ́n tètè bà Baba Akintoye jẹ́, wọ́n dẹ̀ tètè fi bà Yorùbá. Yorùbá world media ló yẹ kó jẹ́ media tó máa project Yorùbá nation. Even if everybody does not, even within us, have to agree delay. But they wanted to destroy the Yoruba world media. How about to destroy media? Kí ló tún kù? But nígbà tí wọ́n rí irú àwa destroy, wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ pé Yoruba world media ẹ̀yin lẹ fẹ́ bà ìrìnàjò yìí jẹ́, ẹ fẹ́ support ìyá yẹn, ẹ like ìyá yẹn. But nígbà tí ìyá yìí dé, gbogbo ala gbé ètò láti Yoruba world media a fi project ẹ̀. Tọ́tọ́ lèmi sọ, ẹgbẹ́ kéèsì ìjìnlẹ̀ yẹn, bóyá ìjìnlẹ̀ ti rí nǹkan kan, ó ti gbọ́n nǹkan kan láàárín wọn tí kò jẹ́ kó gbọ́, bóyá wọ́n ti lọ sẹ́ndì fáìlì kan sí tó lọ ṣí tó ní kí leléyìí kẹ̀, bóyá ó ti smell nǹkan kan, bóyá ó ń feel nǹkan kan, bóyá ó ti rí ọ́díò kan, bóyá ó ti gbọ́, and all they just have to do is just tell Nigerian High Commission in Turkey to report ìjìnlẹ̀ to the, and that's it. And Turkey would look at it as an individual that is a threat. I don't know, what is actually the reason why. I have asked the family and they keep saying, I don't know, mo tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Mo ní ṣe kó change the lawyer, wọ́n ní no. Nígbà tí ìyàwó Janet Fashakin lọ, wọ́n ní pé wọ́n fẹ́ lọ destroy ìjìnlẹ̀ ni, blah blah, and set it up. All this nonsense. These were part of the agenda to destroy the movement. Nígbà tó bá dẹ̀ ti destroy media, kí ló tún kù? Okay, wọ́n ti destroy olórí wa tó ń sọ̀rọ̀. Nísìn àwọn èèyàn gbọ́ sí Baba Akintoye mọ́ lẹ́nu. Wọ́n ní bàbá yẹn ti dàgbà, kò mọ kankan ṣe, ó ti darúgbó oríṣiríṣi. Wọ́n ní kódà àwọn kan tún ní àgbà yahoo ni. But bàbá tó jẹ́ àgbà yahoo ti pé 87. Bàbá mi máa ná tọ́gba. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ tẹ̀lé mi lọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ níbí báyìí tó mọ̀ ó dà pé ṣe join mi ni. Ẹ jẹ́ lọ mú picture àwọn ọmọ yẹn jáde. Ó dà pé ń tẹ̀lé mi náà lọ́sàn-án yìí. Mo rí fèrè yín lọ́sàn-án yìí. Ẹ rántí àwọn ọmọ kan tí mo pàdé lọ́sàn-án yìí sà. Àwọn fine girls yẹn. Ẹ rántí Lé Ajayi mo kí yín. Ṣẹ́rá àwọn ọmọ yìí sà, they are in their 20s. Ìlú wọn South Korea, ìlú wọn lélẹ̀. Bàbá mi Emmanuel Tọ́gbà, èyí mo bá sọ̀rọ̀ sàdádì. Kẹ̀lẹ́ bá ń sọ fún àwọn ọmọ ìjọ yín. Wọ́n pa àwọn ọmọ ìjọ tí ẹ̀yin ti sọ títọ́ fún wọn. Àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ń wò yìí tí ṣe picture wọn ti wá sísàlẹ̀ kọ̀mọ̀ tí lè lórí TV mi. Oríṣiríṣi screen ni mo ti rí wọn. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo àwọn ìdá must be ti bínú lẹ́jọ́ mẹ́ta yìí. Ẹ rò pé mi ṣì ń wà diplomatic, but irú àwọn must be yàn tẹ́lẹ̀ wà diplomatic. Wọ́n ń là mọ́lẹ̀ gidi ni. Èyí tèmi ṣì ń párọ̀ sọ àwọn tèmi lọ́hùn. Wọ́n ń là mọ́lẹ̀ ni. Ọmọ Lúkà gan, ó ní ká má kọ́ ọmọ occupation. Must be ìwọ náà máa follow ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ yìí. Ní Nàìjíríà, kẹ́ tó wọlé mo mọ̀gbà tó join. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn tó ti kú tí Nigerian government ti pa tó yẹ pé age wọn tó àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ń wò nísàlẹ̀. Ìṣòro àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ń wò ni they are in their 20s. Wọ́n ti pé 25. Wọ́n wá sí UK, ọmọ South Korea ni wọ́n. Bọ̀ ní 1980 àti wo fídíò kan tó yẹ pé sójà pa ṣégè sí wọn lára 165 people ní sójà pa ní South Korea. But àwọn ọmọ yìí wọ́n bí wọn ní 2003 and they are going to live up to 83 years old. Kó tó di pọ́ lọ́jọ́ máa dé àfi tí nǹkan bí bá ṣẹlẹ̀ bí earthquake accident that is unexpected. But according to ìlú wọn wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ gbé títí di 83 years old. But ní Nàìjíríà 52 years old kò ń ṣe pé ìpè o èmi kọ́ mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ lọ́n fún alẹ́ mi gúngùn but age tí èèyàn máa gbé ní Nàìjíríà kó tó di pé ó máa kú òun ni 52 years old a dẹ̀ ti fi evidence back ẹ̀ but evidence tá fi back ẹ̀ yẹn gbogbo nǹkan tí àwa media ń sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ nígbà tí wọ́n dé wọ́n destroy media wọ́n ní àwa Koikimedia ní sọ wọ́n ní Koikimedia náà ti gbà bọ̀dẹ̀ nítorí kò promote wọn but nígbà tá à ń promote wọn wọ́n rí wa lò wọ́n wá lò wá tán wọ́n gain ground because media ló máa ń promote nǹkan nígbà tá a bá sọ àwọn èèyàn ó máa gbọ́ sétí kódà nígbà tí àwọn media tó kù ti yí ọwọ́ irú àwa a ṣì stick to it a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń promote but nísìnyí Koikimedia ti jẹ́ bias media problem tí wọ́n dẹ̀ nìyẹn èèyàn kan bọ́ mi so now ká tó máa parí ètò Nigerian passport lénìí number 98 Korean passport mo fẹ́ close bí báyìí Korean passport number 2 ní àgbáyé ìyẹn Korean passport yẹn dẹ̀ wá sí United Kingdom ìyẹn ló jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ ilé travel wá wọn ní di visa adèlọ́wọ́ kí ló dé táwọn ọmọ ìṣe ń gbádùn according to ìlú wọn gross domestic GDP wọn is 1.8 trillion unstoppable movement welcome on board so these young Koreans that you are looking with my beautiful face with them they are not going to come to this country and do cleaning job they are returning back to their own country because they love their country is far better for them than to live in UK. If their passport is much more better than the United Kingdom, why would they want to live in this country? So, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní church, mọ́ṣáláṣí, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní àdúgbò kankan, we do not hate any Yoruba people that is supporting politicians. But we are telling you that your politician is not going to give you a life expectancy of 83 years old. And we're able to prove that quickly. Àwọn politician tipa. We talk about Tolulopa Rotile. Tolulopa Rotile was killed. She was only 24 years old. We talk about Pelumi Onifade was killed. He was only 20 years old. But they survived 30 years old. We talk about Jumoke Oyeleke. Jumoke also was shot during the rally. She was 25 years old. We talk about our sister that was killed in the Lagos transport. Bamishe Anyawole, she was killed by Sanwo-Olu and Lagos State. She was not even 25 years old. A tún lọ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa kí lorúkọ lọ́ọ̀yà tó pa yẹn Rahim Bọ́láńlé ìyẹn tẹ̀ dàgbà díẹ̀ but again she did not survive the life expectancy 41 years old. She did not make 52 years old. She was killed by the Lagos State. Within that sector náà wọ́n pa bọ̀bọ̀ kan náà àwọn Ajiwe police station burúkú yìí. So what are we now saying is the advantage tá a bá gba Yorùbá nation ni pé life expectancy wa máa lọ sókè away from Nigeria. Ẹ lọ download Ìjàngbara radio ẹ support Yorùbá world media ẹ má ẹ̀kọ́ sọ fún yín pé Wahala media ni wọn. They are not Wahala media. They are there to serve we that are also saying we want to go. Our views will always be different, but we should remember that the fight for independence, we must be prepared, just as the Korean did some few years ago. So let's close this because I have too many browsers that is open now and if I could crash. So one more time, I'm going to sub video Korean. Okay, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ fídíò lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí one more time.
A ceremony that honors those
who lost their lives during the Guangzhou uprising takes place at the site of the government crackdown. Jung-Yi Hang recalls the day when he was caught up in the fight between protesters and the South Korean military.
I remember I was on my way to work on May 18th, 1980, when soldiers were parachuted into the city. They started chasing me.
The May 18 Memorial Foundation says at least 154 people were killed when soldiers retook the city from demonstrators who opposed South Korea's military dictatorship. Dozens more went missing, and around 4,000 civilians were injured during the fighting that ended 9 days later. At the time, Seoul labeled the uprising as pro-communist. That is one reason why some foreign powers, like the United States, did not condemn the crackdown. That is according to George Katsiafikis, author of Asia's Unknown Uprisings.
They were very much worried that democracy in Korea, in South Korea, would mean a regime hostile to the United States.
Katsiafikis adds that without the Guangzhou uprising, South Korea would not be a democracy today. But he and other observers say they are worried about the country's current handling of protests. In April, South Korean riot police forcibly put down a demonstration led by the families of those who died on the Sewol ferry. Amnesty International condemned the government's action and raised concerns over freedom of speech here. Some participants of the Guangzhou uprising, like Na Il-sung, say this and other recent incidents make their sacrifice seem in vain.
It has been 35 years since our protest, and we have made progress. South Korea is a democracy, but I feel some of this progress is now rolling back, and it worries me as a survivor.
Na adds that democracy in South Korea is still something that needs to be fought for. Jason Struther for VOA News, Guangzhou.
And as you can see, the fight for freedom is not easy. Now, somebody also said they come to visit Europe. Now, let's look at another video from South Korea. At my life expectancy, at my Nigeria, at my passport Nigeria. So let's close this. Let's now go and get any video. South Korea. The color was South Korea. Factories. Factory. Edekawo Kilon produced maybe by top 7 mass production factory in South Korea. I do not own the copyright. Let's watch this video. Edekalo enjoy it. Edekayo advert in Kololo. Now let's watch this together.
So come and join us as we explore around the cities, famous attractions, and hidden gems. Let's go.
Guys, I'm on top of the world. Ang ganda ng view dito.
So what we are watching is just production. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún lọ wo another company. Ká má pẹ́ lórí ẹyọ kan. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo McDonald's French fries processing factory. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo nǹkan ní Korean food. Mass production factory. Korean that makes 100,000 pieces a day. Bricks. Ilé náà gbogbo la máa ń lò ní Nàìjíríà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo eléyìí. Ṣẹ́rí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé. But we tell you Nigeria is not a country. Please don't joke with it. It is time we get the hell out of the shito country. We are just some less than 15 minutes. I'm a party programming in 6 o'clock. So 15 minutes money. Let's enjoy this. Why expect to come on if you do want to let kọjú kò sí London nígbà táwọn náà ní iṣẹ́ tó fi ṣe lọ́dọ̀ wọn. Good morning, my brother, Michael Godwin. So, we have been discussing the way forward. Download the Ijangbara radio. Information máa jáde níbẹ̀. Ẹ lọ sí Yoruba World Media. Information máa jáde níbẹ̀. Ẹ lọ sí all other platforms. So, àwọn wo the Korean, àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ń wò yẹn, àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n pàdé lọ́sàn-án tọ́wọ́ wo football láti ìlú wọn. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún lọ wo another Korean factory. Tí kò bá sí production ní country o, gbogbo tó ń fáwọn ilé lówó leléyìí o, ìwọ tó ń sọ pé ká shut up, ìwọ tó ń fún wọn lówó leléyìí tó máa export káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé. Èyí tí wọ́n fi ń gun ọ̀kadà káàkiri, these are the jobs you are meant to be doing. Work in the factory, design things and make things work. Again, processing of making commercial vacuum cleaner in Korean factories. Looking funny. Peter. Bàbá ń sọ fún yín pé Nàìjíríà kì í ṣe ìlú. Ẹ máa ní kí n shut up. Adékúnlé Adépọ̀jù tèmi gangan, my brother. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí i. Àwọn ọmọ Korea lẹ́ ń wò yẹn, factory kan náà àwọn company wọn ní Korea lẹ́ ń wò yẹn. Nigeria is at the verge of breakup. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fast forward díẹ̀. The advert KOKORO. I need advert. So far, no dey tire them then. Tí bá rántí pé àwọn mídíà ní àná ó dà pé wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa mechanized farming. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo farming bó ṣe ń ṣe ní South Korea. Ṣé bó ṣe ń ṣe ní Nàìjíríà tó ń dẹran káàkiri gbogbo àdúgbò yìí? Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo farming. South Korea farmers. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo eléyìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo eléyìí. Ẹ bá ń sọ fún yín, ẹ ní ká shut up. Ẹ ní ká gbẹ́nu dákẹ́. Let's watch this. jẹ́ mute mic mi kí n ṣe pé dè ló ń sọ wọ́n ṣe máa translate ẹ̀.
목장의 대표이자 유일한 근로자입니다. 그래서 저희 목장은 100여 동 정도 전체 비수가 되고요.
ẹ jẹ́ n sọ tọkọ síbẹ̀ wọ́n ní there are total of 100 cows, 60 of which are for dairy cows. About 2 tons and 200 kg of milk are produced daily. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ? 200 kilo of milk are produced lójoojúmọ́ nítorí pé àwọn èèyàn máa jẹ kọ́. Tèmi náà bá ṣe tán nísìnyí máa lọ mu cereal, màá wá ṣe lọ sun round 2 padà kó tó di pa máa jáde fún Star Radio. Mo kí yín Adéọlá Clement, Abdulsalam Adibode, Kazeem Adeniyan, Adeyemi Seun, Lateef Olorunso. Thank you so much, Unstoppable Movement. All hail Biafra, Woto Woto. We must be free. These are the Korean girls I met. Moriembe Kaso Studio, my very close friend.
하루 2톤 200 정도를 나비를 하고 있습니다. 로봇 차교들을 하게 된 지는 정확히 만 4년.
ẹ̀gbọ́n àkọ́tẹ́ ni sọ ó ní it has been exactly 4 years since I started using robotic milking machine. Àwọn Fúlàní ń dẹran káàkiri, wọ́n fi ń ṣe jàǹbá, wọ́n fi ń pa wá, àráyé gbé. We are all in distress. Bàbá Akíntóyè yìí ní pé ká máa lọ mú kí bàbá Nurudeen Mustapha. Àwọn tó máa ń béèrè pé kí ni way forward? The way forward is Nàìjíríà gbọ́dọ̀ wá sílẹ̀. Ẹ ṣé gan ni Lé Ajayi, thank you so much. So we have talked about àwọn tó mú ní ẹni tó bá ṣe join yẹn máa ṣáàtì lọ rewind ẹ̀ padà. Àwọn tó mú ní Èkó àti sọ̀rọ̀ lórí wọn. We have talked about different things, but ibi tá a gbé dé nísìnyí ni pé àwọn girls tẹ̀ ń wò yìí, they are in their 20s. Wọ́n kàn ṣeré wá sí London. Tí bá ní wọ́n ṣeré wá bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ní first time traveller làwọn. Àwọn náà wá experience bí London ṣe rí. Wọ́n ní láti jókòó sí bíbá. Èmi àti ẹ nísìn àti wà ní UK 24 years. Àwọ̀ lè padà lọ sílùú wa. Kí ló dé táwọn ọmọ Korea ń padà lọ sílùú wọn? Àwọ̀ lè ẹjẹ́ mi ò tẹ́lẹ̀ ká máa wo fídíò yìí lọ kí n máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ. Kí ló dé táwọn ọmọ yìí lè wá sí UK tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń return padà lọ sílùú wọn? Àwa ti dé bíbá nísìn 40 years, 30 years. Èmi ti wà ní bíbá 24 years. Ìwọ náà wà l'Amẹ́ríkà, ó wà ní Japan, but a lè lọlé. Kí ló dé tí àwa náà ṣe máa dàbí àwọn ọmọ Korean tá à ń wò yìí tó wá sí London tó wá wo football? We are just 9 minutes away from the end of this program. These are all the reasons we are saying Nigeria is a shithole. Milk ló ń gbà lábẹ́ màálù yìí, ṣẹ́rí pẹ̀lú technology ni.
작용하는 가장 큰 변화는
èdè dẹ̀ ló ń sọ.
삶의 질이 좋아졌다는 거죠. 생활의 여유가 있어졌다는 거. 더 나아가서는 로봇 착륙을 하면서 가장 좋은 것은
bó ṣe jẹ́ kó rí lélẹ̀ ìṣòro pẹ̀lú kámẹ́rà, monitor everything.
건강 상태가 더 좋아졌다는 거.
How do you want to do such business?
가장 먼저
báwo ló ṣe fi ṣerú business báyìí tó ní iná? You need electricity, you need internet, you need the policy. All this is not going to happen in Nigeria. So stop praying for Nigeria. Nigeria is sick. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún lọ wo another sector quickly ká tó parí àti wo díẹ̀ nílé. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo another farming sector tó ń ṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo ilé fruit làwọn ilé. Ìyá yọ advert yẹn kúrò. Àwọn kòkó ní stop láti má sọ̀rọ̀.
Farm that is increasingly turning to smart technology. Every aspect of the growing environment is carefully regulated, from the amount of sunlight let in to the water and fertilizers used. It's helping to compensate for the loss of young people not wanting to go into farming like their parents.
We don't have enough workers in the rural areas, but by using smart technology, we can reduce the need for manpower.
The farm is owned by a husband and wife team who gave up high-powered jobs in large corporations to pursue their dream. They are part of a growing trend
No, they're not copyright.
with high-tech backgrounds opting for a new life in the countryside.
Young people coming to rural areas these days are quite interested in smart farm technology. We've hired young Koreans and are training them to share our know-how to grow strawberries.
Helping to spread the smart farm message to ever younger people This pilot project in Seoul has been running in a subway station since the end of last year. It takes unused space to create a vertical farm under artificial light that achieves much greater productivity than growing above ground.
I hope that by exposing our children to high-tech enterprises like this at an early age, they can one day contribute to Korea's future.
Exposing their children to the high-tech àti wo díẹ̀ nílé àní púpọ̀ ká tún lọ wo South Korea technology ká lọ wo technology South Korea technology before we start going. Is South Korea the most tech-savvy in the world?
From infrastructure to culture, South Korea embraces technology like nowhere else. This is Keith Kim, entrepreneur and tech blogger. He's been witnessing firsthand the rapid changes happening here in Seoul.
I honestly believe that it is the future city of the world. Korea has the fastest internet in the world. Number one, number two.
Korea has the fastest internet in the world. Ìwọ tó ń lo MTN àti Glo àti Airtel tó fi wá ń bú àwa ṣó ń gbọ́ nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ.
The government invested into internet infrastructure 20
years ago.
Now, because of that,
the government invested in the technology. So that's why àwọn girls yìí ò lè jókòó sí London. Nígbà tí investment wà nílùú tiwọn lọ fi máa ṣe mo fẹ́ ní kọ́ lọ fọbọ́ ní London ni àbí kọ́ máa fọgbẹ́ àbí kọ́ máa wáṣẹ́ ní private or public sector. We must get the hell out of Nigeria before Nigeria collapse. I only have 4 more minutes before the end of the program. Adesina, play. You don't see the
have all this infrastructure to have the fastest Wi-Fi.
In the late 50s, South Korea faced financial struggles. They'd just come out of the Korean War that ended in 1953 and had quickly become one of the poorest countries in the world. To turn things around in the 80s and 90s, the government pumped a lot of money into future-proofing, spending billions of dollars building a fiber backbone to bring broadband to every school, office, and home. Conditions were perfect to create a small ecosystem for tech to flourish. Government backing with healthy competition, a dense urban population, and a culture ready to engage with tech, making it near impossible for other countries to mimic.
That culture of Koreans being ingrained in technology has been around for well over like 25 years.
In less than a decade, it went from a 3% internet penetration rate to more than 75%. And in 2017, they hit the top spot, with an average internet speed of 28.6 megabytes per second. Not to mention free Wi-Fi just about anywhere you go in Seoul.
It's awesome. You can connect anywhere on top of the mountain, inside caves, and still connecting.
You can connect to the internet even in the cave on top of the mountain. They're going to support internet everywhere. And I tell one day, I pity a lot of you.
Connect anywhere on top of the mountain, inside caves, and still connecting, and still at like super fast speeds.
Dazzlingly fast internet speeds changed Korean culture. Online gaming soon became a phenomenon. PC bangs, or PC gaming rooms to you and I, sprung up all over Seoul.
PC Bang is a place where you go and...
Thank you, Clement. When you learn this high-tech program and take it to replica productivity, but in the zoo, policy will kill it and religious ethnicity. In your television, not. Korea hosted the Olympic, hosted the Winter Olympic. So, as we are coming out of the program, Korean Olympic. Once again, sport. Sport. Thank you so much, Gelodon 1991. Let's talk about the Korean sport. You will have remember 5 most important sports in Korea. Thank you so much, everyone. As we are now almost at the last lap of our program tonight, I appreciate Bobo and Tia Darapo. It might be an advert in Let's look into it.
Listen, sign up for your free lifetime account at KoreanClass101.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Jae-hui. Welcome back to Korean Top Words. In this video, we will be talking about top 5 most popular sports. Let's begin. 축구, soccer, 축구, soccer. The first we have is 축구, soccer. So in many sports names in Korean, you can find this word ku because that means balls. As you know, 축구 can be played with a ball, like soccer ball. So that's why we have the word ku in the name of the sports. Other names that we have ku is also 야구, baseball, and also 농구, basketball. So if you find the word...
So all I can say is we have what it takes as a country. So let's take this down and bring my full face and then we can then wind down the program. As we are ending this program today again, it is to remind us that tí a bá jẹ́ kí a gba ara wa kúrò ní Nigeria within 20 years, the kind of technology, the connectivity, the productivity, the education, the entrepreneur, people will become, millionaires in our own currency. And before we know it, things will become much better. Àwọn ọmọ tí a rí yẹn, àwọn girls yẹn, they were born in 2003. Àwọn kan ló jà fún wọn ní 1980. Lára àwọn tó jà fún wọn, wọ́n kú. But àwọn ọmọ yóò ní gbàgbé wọn láéláé. Which side ni wọ́n fẹ́ jókòó sí? Ṣé irọ́ àwọn politician gbẹ̀gìrì àtàmàlà àbí lórí òtítọ́ tí ìran Yorùbá máa dá dúró? Tá bá push jáde ní Nàìjíríà ní year yìí, within 10 years, within 20 years, the next generation will come to London on holiday, watch football, and they will be going back home. It will not be like our tí a ti dé ní 1998. Bí ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀, tàwa ṣì wà ní Nigeria with the current spark of things. We cannot go to Nigeria, but there's no reason for me to go to Nigeria. Èyí tẹ̀lé wa nílé náà, ẹ ti wà surprise. Ṣèyí Mákindé lè máa parọ́ fún yín. Sanwó-Olú lè máa parọ́ fún yín. Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún, they are all criminals. None of them has the good intention. Wọ́n máa ṣe 8 years, Ìbò Lámbọ̀dé wà nísìn. Ó ń gbádùn gbogbo owó tó ti jí, gbogbo contract tó ti cut, olúkálukú. Wọ́n tẹ̀ jẹ́ kó rí 8 years ṣe. Ẹ lọ wo Okorocha, he's enjoying his money. Ẹ lọ wo only ìta ti há sí bíbá. The Ike Keremadu, ìyẹn máa pẹ́ ní bíbá dáadáa because I'm about to case. The politicians in the Nigeria today just want to be rich for their own selfish gain. That is how far we can go this morning. Thank you so much to everyone that have joined us. My name is OLAMILEKAN. I hope you've been able to learn one or two things. As we always say, you don't have to agree with our views, but one thing is, Nigeria is definitely not for you. Giacomo, navy blue shirt before we go. Ìgbàgbọ́ àti ìbẹ̀rù, àṣìṣe, ìṣọ̀kan, ìkẹjẹ, tẹ̀síwájú, ọ̀pọ̀ ire, ọmọ Odùduwà, lọ sí ipò, ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ adúláwọ̀, Dennis, thank you so much. Gbogbo ẹni tí ìbàdàn rúkọ ẹ má bínú ó dàárọ̀.
Wọ́n ní Nàìjíríà ṣogun ẹgbẹ́ Nàìjíríà tó fẹ́ ní gbèsè tí ó fẹ́ ní di earth infrastructure wọ́n fẹ́ ní ohun kan náà fẹ́ ní ẹwà náà fẹ́ ní bọ́ọ̀dù ẹ̀ ń sunkún ìran rẹ nígbà yìí. Mo hóòpù tí ẹ gbà ìwọlé ní mo rí. Àfáàwé náà wá sí òkú níbi wọ́n lọ ọmọ aládàá ọmọ ìdá nù wọn. Kọ́lá tí Nàìjíríà máa gbọ́ pọ̀ jẹ̀dá yìí èmi wà náà tí ó máa sọ. Ẹyẹ gémi eré pa ẹgbẹ́ yìí ní gbogbo nǹkan kò sẹ́ni kó kò sí pa. Gbẹ̀yìn kọ sí kò lè rí òkú lọ fún ìdá. Ìṣìnà kò sí lọ jẹ́ o. Ọmọ Oòduà. Ọ̀gá Fúlàní. Ọ̀gá Fúlàní. Ọ̀gá Fúlàní ló jẹ́ o. Yorùbá nation yìí ti gbogbo wa ni. Kó má gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́. Torí kò sílùú mìíràn.
Life is so funny. You come with nothing, then fight for everything, and later leave everything and go back with empty hand. God is powerful.